everybody that's been rocking with the buzz, y'all. So y'all girl has been on vacation. Y'all can see my little lights in the background, right? So we're gonna just leave that like that. And for everybody, I am not 85 years old. It was just actually it was a joke, you know what I'm saying? And it passed. Hurt, you feel me? Um, hey friend, what's going on, beautiful sister? What's going on, beautiful sister? So look, let me tell y'all. Let's get it going. So this is for people that's going to come across this live today. Now, and this is for people that is starting their social media platforms. If it's YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, whatever it is, you hear me? It all tied together. You hear me? Don't let nobody tell you that you have a certain avatar. You don't have a certain avatar. You have attractors, you have followers, you have people that support you because you are genuinely yourself. See, I'm gonna give you some pointers this morning, before we get into the gossip, because this is gonna be a stream for your butt. So make sure you get off the live, push like, and then comment. Your girl need that. I need that engagement. I'm not on here begging. I'm just keeping it real. You hear what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna show y'all some stuff. Got some stuff on my phone. So the Inquirer, right? The Inquirer used to be a newspaper that we had like in the 90s or the 80s, and remember, and the Inquirer used to put out different type of gossip about celebrities. We didn't know if it was true or not, but the celebrities used to claim that it was false information. So now we have a big inquirer, right? Which is social media. We have influencers, we have bloggers that share misinformation about celebrities because celebrities is famous. And it's fun to talk about people that's in leadership. Let's keep it real. It don't matter if you are bashing that person or supporting that person. When you have a conversation that everybody want to listen to, you are gaining followers and support. Always be yourself. You hear me? Don't never try to be nobody else when you get on this camera because it ain't gonna work out. You hear me? Huh? Huh? Don't let nobody tell you you should have did this and you should have do it your way. Do it your way. You hear me? And when you do it your way, you gonna figure it out. You hear me? But if you follow me and you subscribe to my channel, you gonna figure it out because I'm gonna help you figure it out. That's one thing. I might gossip, you know, but I also try to drop fire to give you inspiration to your next journey as well. It's billions and trillions of bucks out here. It's billions and trillions of people out here. Everybody can have a big following base. But like I say in so many of my videos, you have to be ready. The Lord won't give you nothing you can't handle. And a lot of people can't handle a big social media platform. You hear me? This is like a family. You hear me? You got to keep your family together. You hear what I'm saying? You got to keep your family interested too. You know what I'm saying? And it's okay to disappear every now and then because that's what real family members do. You know what I'm saying? You got to work on yourself. You hear me? So don't never not be yourself. You hear me? If you mess up, it's okay. We ain't perfect. We are humans. You hear me? Hmm? And that is the conversation. Yes, friend. Yes, friend. Thank you, friend. And I appreciate you too. You are a big inspiration to me. We ain't gonna get into your story today, but one day we will. You hear me? Huh? But today we gonna get into a lot of other people business. And all this, let me make a disclaimer right now on this channel. It's all allegedly, it's all reported, something I heard, claims, nothing that I can actually say that's true unless it's proven in a court of law or the person that said it. You hear what I'm saying? But this is an educational channel for fun, entertainment. You hear what I'm saying, huh? And a little misleading every now and then, because I'm telling you now, if you become a content creator, you have to have clickbait sometime. You got to have haters. If you don't have haters, you ain't doing nothing right. You hear me? So haters gonna come. You hear me? And I welcome all haters this morning. We're gonna let them troll a little bit this morning and everything. You feel what I'm saying? So make sure y'all look, push like on my video. You hear what I'm saying? It's not nothing that's gonna cost you. You hear what I'm saying? Comment on the video. Even if you want me to be quiet, do that. You hear me? But these stories is about to get really interesting. And I'm gonna start off with a story that I'm familiar with. You hear me? Because see, I'm monetizing this video, so I'm watching my words. Okay. That's one thing I'm doing today. I'm practicing using better etiquette while I'm doing my live so I can stay monetized today. You hear me? Lord, good luck with that. You hear me? But it's gonna be a long stream and whew, Lord, let's just keep it together. You know what I'm saying? Let's just keep it together, okay? So first off, we're gonna start off with Megan Thee Stallion. You hear me? And I thought it was interesting if we find a little bit out about Megan Thee Stallion because I'm very peeved off about some of the things that have been said about her. And let me tell you why I'm peeved off about it. Because see, I'm a Detroit hot girl, flat out. You hear me? From 1992 to 2007, your girl was smoking. You feel me, huh? I'm talking about a hot girl to the fifth power. You hear me, huh? Let me run y'all down. Let me run you down on how HOEs can become housewives or want to be a housewife. Cause see, you get tired of dating different type of men. But when I was 19, nope, when I was 13, I met my first man. That's what I did. I met my first man. And I didn't want to meet the man. Nah. I was mad at my business. I was going to school. I had goals. You hear what I'm saying? I ain't have no lot of friends, not coming to my crib, but I was pretty popular in school. Y'all probably know that, right? So I didn't have no company coming home. So this young man, I ain't gonna call him by his name because we got a habit of calling our ethnic group what they are, niggas, right? So he comes over to the house and he knocks on the door. He say, and so my grandmother, I was staying with my grandmother today. My grandmother say, Monica, somebody at the door for you. And I'm like, who, Granny? And she like, it's the boy across the street. And I'm like, what he want? And she like, I don't know what he want, but he said he wants you and you need to come to the door. So me personally, I had just got in from school, and I don't know if y'all remember them hats. Remember them hats when you used to wear them hats? They had the y'all remember them hats. I forgot how they was called like socks. You wear it and then it had the little thing that just hang over and had the little attach string in the thing. It was really popular in the 90s, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, I had one of them hats on and I had on some big baggy used jeans and I had on this little top I used to wear, and I used to wear these Timberland boots because Timberlands was hot back then, you know what I'm saying? And that's the kind of girl I was, you know what I'm saying? I didn't dress provocative. Not yet. We're gonna get to that part. You hear me? So he said that he had been peeping me. This is what he's saying in the door, right? Like, I'm going back to you. I got going back, you feel me? So I'm at the door and he like, and I'm trying not to be nervous because I ain't never had no boyfriend. I ain't never had nobody, approach me like that. You hear what I'm saying? And so he like, yeah, I've been checking you out. And I'm like, okay, because I was smart mouth still, And he say, and I realized that I need you to be my girl. And I'm like, what? You know what I'm saying? Like this is how this dude coming on me. You know what I'm saying? And nice looking gentleman, you know what I'm saying? He used to always wear those different kind of leathers. Y'all remember them leathers, he used to have the pelly tail, he used to have the leather with the football on it, I had the chains on it. Baby daddy used to always wear jewelry, so that's where I get that from. But anyway, bottom line is that I'm thinking about that day. So anyway, he was like, I choose you. And I was like, I was kind of took it back, you know what I'm saying? But it was kind of like, like, what? This a gangster, you know what I'm saying? So, um, I ain't really answering him that day. And he just started inviting himself over my house, like for real, for real. You hear me? And so we was into our relationship to about 6 months and stuff. And then I started liking him. Then the relationship went to another level. And that's when I started banging. You hear me? This is I I was young, so I was fighting over this man all the time. Y'all hear me? I'm talking about swanging hoes on the east side. You feel me? I mean, slanging light skinned Puerto Rican and Asian. He was a cheater. He was young and he was getting money. You feel what I'm saying? And he ain't no bad looking man. He ain't no bad looking man. So that was a plus too. You feel what I'm saying? So I had a really rough time with my first boyfriend, my first baby father. You hear what I'm saying? So went through that relationship really early, and we had our first baby at 17. So I've been in a relationship since I was 14 years old at that time. You feel me? So my baby father got caught up, and that caused us to kind of split in life. You know what I'm saying? I was used to him taking care of me, you know, and when he went to where he had to go and do his little shit, I had to learn how to take care of myself. I had to come up with that $1,000 a week and that cannabis habits that I had built up at an early age. So I had to take care of myself. And I remember, what I'm saying, I found this little bitty ad in the newspaper. Yeah. When the newspaper was out, that's how old I am. You feel what I'm saying? Not 85, but there. You hear me? And don't forget to give a comment. Don't comment, like, subscribe. You hear me? Gotta remember saying that. Gotta remember saying that, y'all. Remember saying that, okay? Keep people engaged, okay? So these stories I'm telling y'all goes along with the people I'm talking about. We talking about Megan Thee Stallion, but I'm giving y'all a background where HOEs come from. Y'all feel me? So anyway, um, I remember having to get out there, and the newspaper ad said that you can make a dollar to $1,000 a day, and me and my girls was thinking like, wow, let's try it. So back then it was pagers. So we paged the number and the number paged us back and it say, hey, how y'all doing? You know what I'm saying? And asked us our descriptions, our ages and stuff, make sure all of us was over 18 at that time. You hear me? And all of us was grown. And asked us that we have lingerie and stuff like that, and we didn't know nothing about that, you know what I'm saying? But we was hot girls, but we just walking grass shit at the time, y'all feel me? And if you from Detroit, you know what grass shit is. It's like a strip, you know what I'm saying? It's like a strip. And we was walking grass shit at the time. So he sent one of his boys to come pick us up, right? And we don't have lingerie. My mama about it, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't about to sit up here and be fake on my platform, act like me and my mama ain't hanged and banged together, you know what I'm saying? So my mama gave us some of her lingerie, me and my girls, you feel me? So we got some of my mama lingerie, we got some of her heels and stuff, but I already had heels, because I can't fit my mama stuff. My mama got a big Geronimo feet compared to what I got, you feel what I'm saying? So I went on and we get in the car, we go and stuff. We get there, we a little nervous. We drinking a little bit, smoking a little bit, whatever, getting us a little relaxed. And he telling us that we got to do this interview and but we not gonna get paid for it. But I'm who I am and I come from my mama. I'm just gonna put it like that. We'll talk about her more one day too. But I knew that you get paid if you take your clothes off. I, you know what I'm saying? So when we got dressed and stuff, and I told my girls, I said, y'all let me handle this, and this is how I became a leader. No, I must tell you, I've been a leader, like throughout school, because when I was in middle school, the kids that was in the fourth and the fifth grade, y'all, they used to come get me. Yeah, yeah, because I would, if somebody was bullying kids that couldn't fight for themselves, yeah, I was known for that. You hear what I'm saying? I was known to make peace or whoop. So you hear what I'm saying? I'm talking about little, talking about around there like the Tasmanian devil. You hear me, huh? So I was known with the fourth and the fifth graders, sometimes the third graders, to come get me if they was getting bullied. Ask anybody. I swear this wasn't nothing that I planned. I had a cousin that was getting bullied, and that's how it started. You hear what I'm saying? Because I was already popular in school. When they found out she was my cousin, it was a wrap. You hear me? That cut out really quick. You know what I'm saying? Because I was about that. I'm about that. I ain't gonna leave it dry. I'm about that because I'm the oldest child. I'm the oldest. You hear what I'm saying? I'm from the projects. That's where I was born at. So I had to learn how to survive early age, like 4, 5 years old. I had to learn how to fight and stuff, like for real. You know what I'm saying? Like for real. You know what I'm saying? That's no lie. So my life took turns and I had chapters. You hear me? So I'm getting into my HOE chapter. You hear what I'm saying? And I'm telling y'all how people can change and how people don't have to be labeled that all their life. You hear what I'm saying? They don't have to be. See, you wouldn't know me like that if I wouldn't tell you. You hear me? Because all my JOHENs ain't gonna talk about it. Because I had big fish. You know what I'm saying? I'm not about to tell their business. I ain't about to even mention no names. I can mention some football teams though that, Green Bay Packers and Pistons. You know what I'm saying? Y'all feel me? Yeah, you feel me? Yeah. So I'd have been around. You know what I'm saying? I ain't here to sugarcoat nothing for you. You know what I'm saying? I got bodies. And if you want to say 5,000, you can say that. I lost count. I ain't even, I knew to protect myself. That's all I can tell you. I made it. I made it through the HOE period. You hear what I'm saying? Huh? I made it. That's all I can tell you. Because I was educated about HIV and all that in the 8th grade, and I took that course serious for some reason. You know what I'm saying? I took that class when they introduced it in the 8th grade back in, when that stuff hit. When Easy E left here, they put that stuff in school. I took that serious, you know what I'm saying? And because I just took it serious because it seemed like it was gonna be meaningful for me in my life. So things that come across your life and that you have did, it meant something to you. Things that you have learned that people didn't learn, that you know better than somebody else, it's there for a reason. You just got to figure out how to use it. You hear what I'm saying? So I'm telling you about the chapters. You hear what I'm saying? So when I got into my chapter, I became a leader that day because I told my girls, wait a minute, don't run out there right now. I'm gonna see about this money. And they telling me that they saying, I say, no, don't worry about that. You hear me? This is how I became a leader. This is how I became a pack of about 8 good, strong women in Detroit back in the 90s. We used to roll like that. It was about 8 of us, and we all had different personalities. We all had different looks. We was popular. We was known to come shut a party down. You feel what I'm saying? If you wanted male Farrells, we had them. If you wanted Kardashian, I had them. You hear what I'm saying? So people used to call me and set up parties. Can I get about 5 girls? You know what I'm saying? Usually the going rate back then was $50 a piece for each girl to come in and tips. You feel what I'm saying? Some, like if you got a big fish like the Lakers or something like that, you might get 250 to come in and you make tips. You hear what I'm saying? So in my period, in my period, I done had lines. They ain't call me jawbone for nothing. Okay? I had last. I had last waiting for Sweet Pea. You know. Shit, I used to leave and I used to have security walk me to my van because my pockets was laying like that. You hear me? And I didn't give a flying fupa who what nobody thought about me neither. Cause I wasn't looking for no man. You hear me? I wasn't trying to get pad down. I had one son at the time, and he was the only man that was in my eyes and I was taking care of and putting my money into in my little apartment that I had. You hear me? And then look, I had a gambling habit back then. I had all kind of stuff going on. You hear me? Huh? So I had to get in them lines. I had to have them lines. So some nights at this place called Hojo's in Detroit, I used to have like about 50 there waiting on me. Yeah. Did I knock them off? Hell yeah. Yes, I did. You hear me? Did I use protection with every last one of them? You hear me? And thank God I ain't never been out there and ain't nothing never bust. Y'all feel what I'm saying? That's that part. You know what I'm saying? But you have your pick and your choose when you out there being. You hear what I'm saying? Huh? So you get tired of that lifestyle too. You hear me? Huh? So at 2007, I had been out there so long. You hear me? Huh? I went in a club when I was like 23. I'm a veteran now. At 23, I was a veteran. You hear me? And we went in this club. It was called the Matador in Michigan. You can look it up. Yeah, you can Google that place. You hear me? And I just thought about it. Damn, I made history up in there too. And I got it on the news. And you can Google the incidents that happened at the Matador. Y'all feel me? So when we started coming in the Matador, it was me and this girl named Paradise. We used to get on the Detroit City bus looking like HOEs. All the old people talking about us. We got on heels up to here. Booty all out. I mean, just embarrassing ourselves. On the bus, catching it over there to the club. Getting off at the bus, block before the club, right by the liquor store, going there, get the little lick, you know what I'm saying, whatever else. We'd walk down to the club like we, you know what I'm saying, we done got dropped off. You hear me? Huh? Now, we did this for about 2 months. Nobody came in. We invited everybody over, everything. You hear me? We kept on being consistent with it. Before we knew it, the Matador was doing 5,000 people a week. I had got so big in there, I ain't even had to get dressed no more. I was going in there on every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, come home with $1,000, and I ain't even take off my clothes. I ain't do nothing. Y'all feel me? And not to incriminate myself, I don't get money, but that's how I went. You hear me? I became a leader in an establishment that didn't have nobody in it. Just by mouthpiece for me and my girl keep inviting me in over and stuff like, y'all come over here to this spot. We gonna be over here at 1 o'clock in the morning. We gonna be over here at 1 o'clock in the morning. We gonna be over here at 1 o'clock in the morning. See, we brand that place. You hear me? Huh? It was 3 little stanky little girls that brand the Matador. And then before you know it, we had got so big in Michigan, it was called Shut 'Em Down. You hear me? Huh? The capacity in there was so stuffed. One day I was in there, y'all, and we was in the basement. I'll never forget this day. It was banging. It was one of these hot nights. It was money floating in Detroit. I mean, banging, banging. So I go down in the Rick room. Y'all get it? You hear me? So the Rick room was downstairs. I go down there and look, y'all, it was over 70 people down there. Ooh, ah. I just went down there and joined in too. You hear me saying? You ain't smelled nothing but perfume, Victoria's Secret, and baby powder. You heard me? Huh? And there was a lot of smacking and backing going on around there. You hear what I'm saying? I've been to a Diddy party. I threw a Diddy party. You hear me? See, Diddy did it wrong. He ain't invite people that wanted to come. You feel me? Because if he did, his business wouldn't be out there. See, all this I just told you, you wouldn't know. But I was a person that was in the establishment, and I could tell you everything about a HOE. You hear what I'm saying, huh? So I'm mad at Stephen A. Smith for speaking on Megan. Because see, the men that's speaking on Megan, they got mouths too. See, men got mouths too. You think that these celebrity basketball rappers that's speaking on Megan ain't ran through a few? Huh? Far as I'm concerned, if you done ran through 10 people, if you ran through more than your hand, you hear what I'm saying? Huh? So don't try to act like that what she did and what she have. She a female. She been out there early age. She might decided that this was her husband. And this is time for her to change her life. This is something that she been waiting on. See, we can't knock nobody on what they waiting on or what they want to change their life for. Y'all understand what I'm saying? I wasn't waiting on this man I'm with. Wasn't trying to be with this man either. Nah, he was a cheater. I was a cheater. So when he cheated, I went out and cheat too. You hear me? This was the beginning of our relationship. We wasn't trying to, but we was respecting each other when we was around each other. But shit, he wasn't giving me no lot of money. I still had to take care of myself. Huh? And then I was still out there using. He didn't use. He was a hot boy. Of course he was cheating. He had them things. He had the real things that was hot of him. You know, I was looking beat down and wore out. I didn't see no relationship with nobody. I had gave up on myself. Low self-esteem had hit me to the fullest. Y'all heard what I'm telling y'all? But when he came into my life, he uplifted me. He didn't judge my past. He didn't judge me because I was a rackhead. He didn't judge me from that. You hear me? And he didn't use. I was still attracted to men that didn't do what I do. Y'all understand? Look, let me tell y'all something about HOE. She attracted to the man that don't do what she do. She attracted to the man that's opposite from her. He wasn't getting blowed. He wasn't. He had the bag. He smelled good. He had a nice set of teeth. That's my big thing. You hear what I'm saying? Huh? He was rubbing my shoulders every now and then. You know what I'm saying? I was getting credit. You know what I'm saying? You know. So things progressed for me to like him, not because of his appearance, not because of his look, it's because of a personality that I didn't have before. See, you got to know why HOE changed their life. You hear me? He ain't no financially secure man. I could be going out right now and get that bag and come home and be back before he get from dialysis. And everything, because he trusts me like that. He wouldn't even guess that I would do something like that because he trusts me. And I trust him now because of what we have went through. You feel me? And so you can't say that Megan didn't want to have something different in her life. She could have wanted something different. She been dating a long time. Why she can't deserve a long relationship or somebody to treat her right? Because this man evidently cheated on her because he had people in his ear. Oh, you with this hoe? How long you gonna be with her? You know she did this with who, this and that, and this and that, and that, and that. They even got Tory Lanez on her list. She ain't messing around with that man. That man pew-pewed her. Y'all gotta stop playing. You hear me? Huh? Because if he didn't do it, he wouldn't be in there. Okay? Like stop it. Like it's understandable that the other woman, dumbass, will go to jail for a man. That's her. You know what I'm saying? But you can't get on nobody because this is what it said and what it said is done. Yeah, I was listening today, y'all. Let me stop that because I don't want to be no copyrights on that. Yeah, you heard me? Huh? It's just for everybody. You know what I'm saying? But Megan, matter of fact, y'all, let's find out a little bit about Megan. Cause y'all know a little bit about me. You hear me? Let me break it down another thing. You hear me? I ain't got no discrimination with no man looks neither. Especially if that money is green. That's was my motto in the streets. I had one guy used to come to the club all the time just to see me because I didn't treat him like he was deformed. And he used to come up in there like this, with that big ass hump on his back. And his head used to be down like that. And he used to come sit in the corner and wait on me dance all night. And he used to take me home. Wow. And I used to be in the dark like, with the hump. And that's facts. You hear me? I ain't treat him different. You know what I'm saying? He still had the same thing everybody else had. He just had a hump in his back. His neck was just down there. You know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying? He was a cool guy to me. You know what I'm saying? He paid a lot of rent. Where you at? Where you at? You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all better stop playing. I had them all paying rent. I even had an Indian paying rent. They do it too. Yeah, he was my friend. He was a fat one too. He was fat. He had real thick glasses on and stuff, and little hair used to be all coming out. And he used to be sweaty everywhere. And he was, he used to come visit me and stuff. Cause me and him used to work together at Cormier Park. One day we was talking, and he was like, "Yeah, I want to mess around with a black woman." I told him how bad. See, I was working for real, working, and then I was working other stuff that was down at Comerica Park. I ain't trying to be funny. Y'all think that these women in the industry is looking good and getting all this stuff done to themselves because of they mental or because they mindset is IQ is over the limit? No, they got attentions. Yeah. Everybody got attentions, huh? When they walk in the boardroom and they sit across so and so and they cross their legs and they looking at them while the men talking. And they keep doing this and This and that. What the fuck you think going on? This every Holly Berry humped a few. Why she ain't been called no hoe? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You can't choose who a HOE is. Lotto about to have a baby. And she rap about WAP and stuff. I'm just saying, y'all. Why she don't deserve for somebody to love her? That's not cool. Let me see, y'all. So I was walking down the street the other day with my dog. Took for a walk, and the day the guy walked up to me and said, "What's your dog name?" I said, "I don't know." He had told me yet. What the Christopher? I hope that had something to do with me. Okay, I really do. Okay. Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. Y'all feel me? And make sure everybody push like, y'all comment, and y'all share the video. I mean, you don't have to share it if you don't want to, but I need you to push like and comment. I'm trying to do my stream. This is my last day. And let me keep that real to y'all too. This is the last day of the month. Let me show y'all something. Let me show y'all something. Let me show y'all something. Before we go into Megan, because we gonna stay on Megan for a while. Y'all feel me? So let me go up in here. Let me find this. Y'all, let me find this. Hopefully I'll be able to find it. I don't know if this is it or not. Let me see. No, that's not it. Nope. That's not it. Nope, this is my TikTok thing. Y'all, well, anyway, this is a TikTok update, right? I've been doing really poor in my content creating, right? Y'all know I pause sometimes to give out information before we get back to the gospel. We're gonna get back to her, but I have to tell y'all some stuff when it come on my mind or I'll forget. So anyway, I've been struggling with keeping up with the trends. You hear me? But not lately because I've been using my AI tools to keep me up with the trends. And so when they keep me, and then I got it on alert, she alert me when something then popped off in our world, whatever we talking about, whatever I got in my stuff. Because you can once you get to messing around with your AI tool, whichever one you're using, they get to knowing you really good. You know what I'm saying? Your conversations get to be really good. We're gonna have one with them in a minute. You hear me? But anyway, this is what happened with me actually having a conversation with the tool. It actually gave me, if y'all look, my last performances is 80% more outperforming other creators. Y'all feel me? And that's because y'all girl have actually put in her work. You hear what I'm saying? I can't find it y'all right now. I better not be showing y'all too much stuff because I can't see this. So we're gonna go back to my screen. You hear me? But I wanted to show y'all what I was talking about. So each month on YouTube, you get watch hours, you get revenue, whatever. So today is my last day to get my payment threshold. You hear what I'm saying? So instead of me sitting around and keep uploading videos, I went on to push it a little bit and do a live. You hear what I'm saying? Because y'all know I'm not really prepared for this live. But like I told you, if you be yourself, if you be authentic, you don't have to worry about you not knowing what you talking about. You talk about what you know what you talking about. You hear me? I mean, you know what I'm saying. You talk about what you know. Don't try to, go all outside the box. Y'all feel me? Huh? Incorporate things. Have fun. You hear what I'm saying? So we're gonna have some fun right now because I did a video on Stephen A. Smith and I haven't dropped it yet. Stephen A. Smith is a hole. You hear me? He is so much of a bigot towards a lot of things. You hear what I'm saying? And I have tried to give him a chance. I even have followed him a few years and tried to keep up with his content. But every time I have to turn around and unsubscribe to his shit, and I have to talk about his ass. You hear what I'm saying? And he have a habit of saying some of the harshest things about at least African American women, all women, because he just said some things about Kim Kardashian too. You hear me? Huh? So imagine the stuff that he say at home to his women. And imagine if somebody else said something about his women the way he be doing other people. You hear what I'm saying? Then he'd be all big and tough, and you know what I'm saying? He always have something else to say. But I don't like. Look, it's a lot of things going on that we're gonna talk about this morning. You hear me? And I'm gonna try to stay, and let me say this disclaimer again. Stay in guidelines and policies. This is all allegedly. If I say allegedly, it is. If it's claims, it's claims. If it's reported, I'll let you know it's reported. You know what I'm saying? But we are going to get into this program that I was doing before I came live. I set up this program on my computer. You feel me? And I'm going to try it with y'all. And I already tried it, so I know it worked. And I'm having fun with it. I'm going to drop a video and show y'all how I did it. Really easy. You hear what I'm saying? Really easy. Because I dropped the video on my social media platform. And it was okay. So if you are a content creator or if you just post, and you want to do images of these stars and stuff. It was a simple thing that I didn't learn in a class. And let's talk about that. Peach McIntyre, all these content creators, they have you sign up, they YouTube and all these classes. That shit, the, the stuff be fake. Okay? Hmm? Because what she didn't show us, and never nobody in no class I done took in the last 3 years, never showed us how to get non-copyright images. You hear what I'm saying? So I had dropped the video, I think, on my YouTube last week about that. So this is how you do it. You go to Google. You Google the people name, right? You push images, right? Then you swipe it over. You push search tools. Because remember, when you push images, all them images gonna come up. And remember, if you hold them down, if you got an iPhone, they gonna let you save them. But if you look up under some of them, it say may or be copyrighted. You hear me? So you don't want to really mess around with them. You know what I'm saying? And you don't even want to change them because I went through that problem before. But anyway, when you push the image, you swipe it over, you push your searching tools. It's going to be some color boxes, and I think I done forgot what the name of the optimizer tool is. Let me see. Let me see if I can tell y'all what the name of the tool is. But anyway, you're going to pick that tool. Okay, let's see. Okay, we Google something. Okay, we're going to Google Megan Thee Stallion. We're going to do Megan. Okay. Megan. Okay, Megan Thee Stallion right here. So we're gonna Google her. Can y'all see that? Let's turn that off. Let's turn that off so y'all can see this. Let's turn this off. So y'all see, I Googled her, right? So right here, y'all see it say, oh, so I'm push the image. Images. These is all her images, right? All these images is not good images just because they on there. You hear what I'm saying? So you're gonna swipe down on the same bar. Swipe it down. Can y'all see that? Swipe it down. You hear me? Swipe it. Swipe it until you get to that search tool. Let me see. Can you see it? Go swipe that search tool right there. Okay. So this her search tool. This is her search tool. Let's see. Okay, that is her search tool. Okay, wait a minute. This is an Android. Sorry, y'all. I'm used to using iPhone. So Android came up after I pushed the search tool. See it up here, tell you rights and searches and usage. So we're gonna put usage and rights. The first one you want to create is create common license. This is the one you want to pick. Them photos is the ones we are allowed to use on social media in our content without getting copyrighted. Okay, so that's just what I wanted to let y'all know. So let's get into Megan and my new thing that I did. So we're gonna try to speak to him this morning. You hear me? Let's put back up our social media buzz. Let's get back professional. Let's get back professional. So let me see. I asked, let's see, Christopher. So let's see. So Christopher want to know, what do you call two girls and a clothes? What? Two girl? No, you say, what do you call two girls and a closet? How liquor cabinets? What you done lost your man? Don't answer that. What do you call two girls in a closet?
What do you call two girls in a closet? Or you'd probably call them a little bit cramped. Actually, this is a play on words. The punchline is a little closet phobic. It's just a fun little joke.
Okay, so he had it wrong, huh? You called him a little bit cramped.
Exactly.
Okay, so I like that. I like that. So can we get into, I'm doing my social media buzz. I'm live right now on my platform. I would like for you to go in a little bit more depth. First off, tell me about Megan Thee Stallion. And then I want you to tell me a little bit about Klay Thompson. Ain't that's his name? What's his name? You know what I'm talking about. Shoot.
Absolutely. Let's dive in and chat a bit about both of them. First up, Megan Thee Stallion, real name Megan Javon Ruth Pete, is a hugely popular American rapper and songwriter from Houston, Texas. She's known for her infectious confidence and bold lyrics, hitting it big with tracks like Savage and Hot Girl Summer. Recently, she's also been in the spotlight for her work with Habitat for Humanity, renovating homes for elderly residents in Texas. Exciting. Now, about Klay Thompson, he's a professional basketball player and one of the NBA's all time great shooters. He spent the bulk of his career with the Golden State Warriors as one half of the legendary Splash Brothers duo alongside Steph Curry. As of now, he plays for the Dallas Mavericks. Interestingly, his personal life has also been in the news because he recently split from Megan Thee Stallion after some relationship drama. Site Turn Zero search followed.
Yeah, so we don't know too much about Klay. Do Klay got a dating history?
So, diving into Klay Thompson's dating history is definitely a bit of a journey. Over the years, he's been linked to several well-known names. Before he was with Megan Thee Stallion, he dated influencer Hannah Stocking around 2014 to 2015, and that relationship reportedly ended due to cheating allegations. Site turn 01, site turn 06. In 2018, he had a more private relationship with actress Laura Harrier, but they eventually parted ways as well. More recently, Klay was in a relationship with singer and actress Coco Jones from late 2021 to mid 2023, and that relationship also stayed mostly out of the spotlight. In short, Klay does have a bit of a dating history with some high profile names, and with his recent split from Megan Thee Stallion, that's definitely brought his past relationships back into the spotlight. Site turn 0 search, site turn 06.
So you mean to tell me everybody going around bashing Megan Thee Stallion, and he should be bashed too?
Well, it's a bit more complex than that. In any public breakup, especially when both people are famous, there's often a lot of speculation and finger pointing. But ultimately, it's important to remember that these are private matters, and we just see a fraction of the story from the outside. It's best not to bash anyone and to let them handle their situation privately.
Yeah, but you know it ain't private because it's all over social media.
That's a fair point. When things play out in the public eye, it can feel like everyone has a front row seat. But even then, we've got to remember that social media often just shows the highlight reel or a tiny piece of what's really going on. So while it's out there, the full story is still something only they know.
Mm. So I wanted you
Yeah,
to tell me, it was something that I wanted to know about this relationship. So tell me exactly what Stephen A. Smith said about this breakup.
sure. So Stephen A. Smith definitely stirred up some conversation with his comments on the breakup. Essentially, he questioned why Megan Thee Stallion chose to make the details of her split from Klay Thompson public, including the cheating allegations. He basically said something along the lines of, "How come you couldn't just break up and go on your merry way?" And he felt that the whole situation should have stayed private rather than becoming public entertainment. With Site Turn 01, Site Turn 02, Site Turn 03. His remarks definitely sparked some debate, with some people agreeing that personal choose should remain private, while others felt he was being unfair to Megan. So there's definitely a conversation happening.
Yeah, but let's just keep it real. His dating history is just as long as Megan's.
Absolutely, you're not wrong there. Both of them have had their share of public relationships, and it's definitely not a one sided story. It just goes to show that in the world of celebrities, both sides often have pretty eventful histories.
Yeah, I was talking, I know I'm programming you, but I want to know, do you remember my name?
I actually don't have that ability right now. With memory turned off, I can't remember any details about you from one conversation to the next. If you want me to remember details in the future, you'd have to turn that feature on.
Okay, I got to turn it on because I forgot to turn it on. Yeah, I feel me. So you have to remember, you are embedding DNA with your AI anyway. You know what I'm saying? You have to get that software to know you, and you have to get to know that software. You hear what I'm saying? And usually you just treat it like you treated any other, person. So I'm trying to turn on my stuff, y'all.
Absolutely, that makes total sense. Once you turn it on, I'll be able to remember details and have a more personalized conversation with you. So feel free to go ahead and set that up whenever you're ready.
I don't see it.
No worries at all. All you have to do is go to your settings or profile and look for an option that says something like personalization in memory. Once you find that, just toggle it on and you'll be all set.
Okay, let me go see. Let me see. I don't. Wait a minute. You say go to my settings on here, right?
Exactly. Yep, that's right. Just head over to your settings, and once you're in there, you should find the option to turn on memory. Let me know if you see it.
Mm-mm. Wait a minute. Wait. Let's see. Wait a minute. Maybe it's in my little head. Let's see. Okay, I see it. Let's see. Let me see.
Awesome. I'm glad you found it.
No,
Just go
I
ahead.
don't see it. I just see preference, account, and about. Which one do I push after that?
In that case, you'll probably want to go into your account section. That's usually where you'll find the personalization and memory settings. So just take a look at that.
Okay, wait a minute. Do they want me to put my name in there?
Yes, you might have to type in your name if it prompts you for it. That just helps personalize things a little bit more. Once you do that, you should be good to go.
Did it go in?
Absolutely. You're all set now. If you have any other questions, just let me know.
Okay, y'all see, we learning stuff on that. We learning stuff, y'all feel me? So anyway, let's get back to the conversation. Okay, so my biggest thing is that a person that's wild and flamboyant usually want change in their life, right? Am I right or am I wrong? Do they all do they sometimes you want something different, right?
You're absolutely right. People who are a bit wild or flamboyant often do look for changes or new adventures in life. It's like they have that spark, makes them curious about trying different things.
Okay, that's cool. So that goes into this conversation that we are actually going to change it to. We're going to change the subject. I want to go into the subject, allegedly, that's going on with Brian McKnight and Tasha K. Brian McKnight has filed an alleged defamation lawsuit against Tasha K. Can you tell me a little bit more about what's that and what's going on?
Sure. So here's the scoop on the situation. Brian McKnight is indeed suing the barber Tasha K, along with a few others, in a defamation lawsuit. From what's being reported, McKnight alleges that Tasha K and others, like his ex-wife and his son, spread what he calls a sensational but false narrative about him. He's basically arguing that they damaged his reputation.
I'm sorry, y'all. I hit my button. So I gotta go back to that conversation. So, wait a minute. So anyway, y'all, that's another thing, and I don't need him to talk about this part. You know what I'm saying? I don't need him to talk about this part. Wait a minute. He verifying my stuff. So I don't really need this to talk about nothing. Not when it comes down to wait a minute. Okay.
Okay. Take 12. I'll be back in a bit, so just sit tight.
Okay,
Got
go.
some zeros and ones in the oven I have to check on.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah, I feel me. So y'all, that is my I'm actually programming him. I'm actually getting to know him because I usually do a female on my phone or whatever, but I'm actually trying to learn how to use him. And I think I overran him a little bit this morning, so he checking on some things because he got to be accurate. You hear what I'm saying? He can't just bring me anything. He got to be accurate, and that's what I did. Make sure don't give me no misinformation. But this is what I want to talk about this situation right here. Now, I don't know if y'all a Brian McKnight fan. You know what I'm saying? But I used to be when I was young. I never, I don't know, I think I bought at least one of his albums, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if I, really was into that, but he was a hit, you know what I'm saying? But it was something about him that didn't keep me attracted. And y'all don't argue with me on this. You hear me? This don't have nothing to do with no Tasha K, his wife, none of his situation. It's a lot of people that's just not attracted to him no more. Attracted. Now I ain't talking about looks neither. I'm just talking about content wise, music wise. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people just lost interest in the man. You feel what I'm saying? So when I first heard about Brian McKnight, allegedly, I heard it through his children. Not, and I'm talking about the 32-year-old who passed away from cancer, Nico. God rest his soul. Before he even got grown, these children had already said that Brian McKnight had stopped coming to see them and all kind of stuff when he got it with his other family. You hear me? Allegedly, reportedly, okay? Reportedly, this is the things that was already going on. So if these are the things that was really going on, and these is what these children are saying, McKnight, you could not have been there to say I love you or to support. Especially they saying, and in that interview I just watched, that you just detached yourself. You asked her to fall back, your wife, to fall back in your life while you focus on your career. Y'all feel me, huh? Huh? So he been a cold-hearted husband, and this loving woman that I read the comments. A lot of people knew her personally. They were saying that she a sweet person. Of people that went to college with her. You hear me? Because remember, that was his first love from college. The family, dynamics. They both knew each. Y'all know how to go. You right? So he hitting Tasha K with a alleged lawsuit. Okay. Now this is the controversy that social media buzz got with that. Is because when I watched the interview, Tasha K is conducting the interview. She is actually the person that's getting this information, even if it's misleading or not. You hear me? Huh? See, your fan base, McKnight, was already shocked before these allegations came out. You had a true or a loving following base, which you still have, if they still your loving, when your wife is the one who started the defamation. Y'all hear what I'm saying? Huh? Like that's why I don't want to really do interviews with nobody, you know, because this is what happens to your station and this is what happens to your life. You get sued, you know, for guess what? I found out because I had to get really messy and be like, well, if this wife is on her show telling her truth, this is her truth, then how do Tasha K get sued? They telling me is that Tasha K is the person who's may have, remember, because we don't know if it's true or not, may have spreaded the lies. So she also get hit with defamation because without her being the one helped spread the lies, the defamation of character wouldn't be out there. You hear me? And I'm like, oh my God, my girl can't get no break. She can't get no break with nobody. You hear me? Huh? So I was like, well, Wendy Williams, So Wendy Williams did get hit with one. You know what I'm saying? But I guess she learned her lesson after that one. You feel what I'm saying? So we don't know if Tasha K learned her lesson. She owed up a lot of money to Cardi B. She don't need to be owing no money to Brian McKnight too. You hear what I'm saying? Then where do she come in to be able to take care of her family? Here. But this is what I'm mad about celebrities too. You can't get mad when nobody talking about you or nothing. You can't get mad because allegations is out here unless they are true. Ain't that what y'all grandma told y'all? You hear what I'm saying? You don't get mad unless it's true. You hear what I'm saying, huh? Like me. I just sat up here, check somebody about my kitchen, right? Because my kitchen do be messed up sometimes, but it don't be foul, like the people in the comments trying to put. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna let the kitchen get dirty and I'm gonna make a video. Y'all, I didn't took the video down several times. I done let it out several times. I took that. I don't know what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what I want to do, but I can do what I want to do over here. You hear what I'm saying? See, that's what you can do in your own progress. You can do what you want to do on your platform. You don't have to answer to nobody. I should put the old filter on right now, and everybody still think that I'm 85 years old. Mm-mm-mm. The damn shame. No, nobody see my face glitching. Y'all feel me? Hey, hey, holy, hey. Look, holy whatever. You feel me? Amen. You feel me? Amen. Anyway, y'all, let's get back into here. So let me see if he ready. Let's see if he ready. Is you? Let's
Okay,
see.
okay.
Let's see. Mm, yeah, wait 1 minute. 1 minute, y'all. They got me doing a lot of stuff right now. See, he had me reset my computer, and he didn't tell me that my computer was gonna reset. Y'all feel me? So that's something that I just learned. Your computer gonna reset. Uh, wait a minute, y'all. I need to see something. Hold on, wait a minute. Something ain't going right. Let me see. Wait a minute, y'all. Oh, there we go. All right. Let me see. Wait a minute. Y'all, wait a minute. They got me doing something on my computer. I gotta get this right. Okay. Wait a minute. Oh, shit. Wait a minute, y'all. Wait a minute, y'all. They done fucked my computer up. Good afternoon, everybody that's coming on. Y'all feel me? So let's keep the conversation rolling while I'm trying to fix this on my computer. Y'all feel me? So let's talk about. We want to talk about a lot of people this morning. I want to talk about Gucci Man and Pooh Shiesty. I'm gonna tell y'all my own story with that too. Wait a minute. See, how do we change this? Wait a minute, y'all. I'm having a tough time learning how to use this. Let's see. Nope, that's not how you use that. Wait a minute. There you go. Nope, that's not how you use that neither. There we go. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. Yeah, this is not working out. I'm gonna have to have my son come down here and fix my computer. Wait a minute, y'all. Oh, shit. Okay, y'all, wait a minute. Hold on, y'all, wait a minute. I got to have my computer right. Wait 1 minute. Anyway, y'all, let's talk a little bit more about Pooh Shiesty and Gucci Mane. Y'all, that shit sad as hell. You know what I'm saying? Allegedly, they dropped the charges against Big 30, but I've been trying to find out why. Like, what's going on? Because, see, Boosie did a little bit too much talking on that video. If y'all watched that video that I dropped with Boosie, Boosie already let a nigga know that you ain't supposed to, you ain't supposed to let no, you supposed to let him get rad and you supposed to handle that. He supposed to be in the grave. You know, like how you gonna make a threat like that? Talking about if you like that, Boosie, you just let us know you like that. Now wait a minute. Let me call my son, y'all. Giovanni. Yeah, wait a minute. I need my computer fixed. Giovanni. Here, come do something for me on this computer. Yeah, feel me. I need my computer back. Yeah, my 23-year-old son, he went to college for about 2 years for communications. He ain't doing nothing with it though. I guess not right now. He's still young. Yeah, wait a minute. I know I'm doing this right, but it ain't doing it. Nope, that ain't doing it. Yeah, my son playing that game. He probably ain't gonna never come. So anyway, y'all, let's get back on Gucci Mane and Pooh Shiesty. You feel me? Let me weigh in on that. You know, like at first, when I first, okay, this is how it was. First off, I'm still a female, and I still know right from wrong. So I did agree with Gucci Mane. Well, I didn't know if I agree with it or not because let's just keep it real. Gucci Mane, and this is what people is not really saying. He ain't really have no choice but to tell. If his people that was guarding him was off-duty police officers. That's how the law got in the situation. You feel me? Huh? Even if he had some security, regular, security, whatever, then it could have been the way Boosie said it to be. You hear me? But when you have hired off-duty police officers, the crime went down right there with them there. So I'm just saying, ain't he caught between the hard and the hard rock, y'all? But what they saying is that Gucci Mane knew better than to hire off-duty cops. Well, who else do you hire? You hire people that got licensed to ill, right? You hire people that got the heart to take a bullet for you, right? You know what I'm saying? Well, that's what they do. They uphold the law. You hear what I'm saying? And I do understand the G code. I do. I understand the G code. But the G code only stands if the police not involved. Right? Only if the police not involved. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand how he has became a snitch, but then hold on, he dropped the album Crash Dummy. in certain beefs, that type of music make it. It would have been fire. But that ain't no beef. See? But guess what? The Crash Dummy album is still going platinum. He still made money off a rat song. If that's what they want to say it. Allegedly. You feel what I'm saying? Huh? And I'm like this. Why did they drop the charges on Big 30? You hear me? And the charges have not been dropped on Pooh Shiesty. It's because Pooh Shiesty ass was already in a halfway house. He was already on parole. He wasn't supposed to be there. He not supposed to be around weapons. You feel me? So it don't matter if that's not gonna happen. You hear what I'm saying? You know, you had a lot of elements that he didn't think of before he did this dumb stuff. Cause this was dumb. It was really dumb for you to go in there without ski masks and stuff. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? It was a stupid crime, and when you do a stupid crime, you get consequences. You hear me? And usually when you do stupid stuff, because I have did a lot of stupid stuff, you can't go back from it. You can't go back from it. You hear me? See, when I was in the streets, I just now I ain't talking about the HOE period. That chapter is over with in this conversation. Now we in the chapter where I done left the streets alone. Making money, my bank account looking nice. I'm about to retire and sit down with my kid. You feel what I'm saying? And matter of fact, before I could sit down with my kid, I got pregnant with another kid while I was out there. So my oldest son was 8 years old before I had my second son. You feel what I'm saying? So and I was still trying to be in the streets, pregnant and all. And what I had to sit down somewhere because that pregnancy was kind of rough on me. You know what I'm saying? I had a C-section with that, and I was really stressed out. I was still making money, driving. Like I stressed myself out, but my baby made it. You feel what I'm saying? And then I went into a depression 8 years after he was born, and my grandmother passed away, and that was the first person ever in my life to ever pass away that's heart wrenching. When the hole this big, in your heart, So I didn't know at the time to go get counseling. So this now we in my period of when I became a user. You hear what I'm saying? And let's just keep it real. When I became a user, I was come into the streets with the bag with the bag for my people. I ain't gonna even lie, not to be bragging about it, but I was the dog first. I was on top first, and then I started going in the bag. You feel what I'm saying? So it didn't start off where I just flew to the streets. You know what I'm saying? I was in the streets handling product at the time, and I had a partner, and that girl left me in that trap. I ain't gonna blame it on her, but she left me there to run the trap and to run things because I knew how to do it, and I ain't need no help. You hear what I'm saying? So I was vulnerable, not knowing that my lifestyle and where I have been grew up with and the things I have seen didn't make me scared of certain things. You hear me? I always knew if you have a friend and if your friend offers something to hurt you, that's not your friend. You feel what I'm saying? So I knew that from early age from my grandmother and my mother. You hear what I'm saying? So nobody introduced me to nothing that I ever did to self destruct myself. I actually got curious and did it myself. Just like when I wanted to go fly a helicopter last year, I just booked a flight for me and my mama because I was curious, And I'm scared of heights now, but I had to do it one time in my life to say I did it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I'm gonna get back in a little helicopter. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? I did it. You know what I'm saying? It was fun, but I did it. You know what I'm saying? But you know. So you got to do things in life. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not talking about the bad path. I'm talking about the good path too. See, you got people that's been in your life all your life, and you ain't noticed that they had got in your way for a reason because you just slapped them out. You know, just walk through like, get out of my way, get out of my way, get out of my way. You know, huh? And then when you get my age, which is almost 50, you realize that the people, you know what I'm saying, Miss Margarita across the street that had the mothballs in her house with all the mothball scents and stuff, she taught you something. Don't use mothballs. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been saying, huh? And then Miss Hattie, she had mothballs to it, and her food smelled so good. She looked so good, but when she brought in that pie, it tastes like mothballs. You feel what I'm saying, huh? See, you learn things in your life from people that you come across with. You hear what I'm saying? Watching my mom going into different effed up relationships, um, taught me different. You know, that's why it's okay with me dating and going on. See, cause when I was 19 and 20, like Megan, right? I just go in my closet and I say, "Dang, where Bear at? Dang, I haven't seen Bear in a long time. I might call Bear." Or I go in my belt closet and I get a Gucci belt and I say, "Dang, I ain't talked to Derek in a long time." You know. See, that's the kind of person my grandma built because she seen what I was gonna do. So she used to tell me, you know, make sure you can look in your closet and name them niggas. That was she used to say. Because if you open up your closet and you can't name nobody, you ain't doing nothing right. You hear me? If you can't look out in your driveway and you can't say, hey, I'm about to go get it. I'm about to go get it robbed. Huh? I'm about to go meet up with Juju for the gas. But you got to be labeled as an HOE because you got agendas, you got plans. You know how to survive out here. You hear what I'm saying? Huh? Survival is a skill. Survival is a skill. Survival is something that you just not going to be born with. Something you got to learn. You hear me? Hmm? Now, you could take your survival skills from your parents or you don't have to. But either way it go, you was taught and learned out here by somebody. You hear what I'm saying? Hmm? Wait a minute, y'all. I think my son coming. I'm not gonna holler at him because I'm on live, but my kids, they get the gaming and they don't want to stop gaming. And that goes for all of them. Every last one of them, from my 31-year-old all the way down to the 5-year-old. That's sad. That is so sad. Nobody don't like to stop gaming for mama. They don't hear me talking. You hear me? I'm gonna be old and pissy in the corner. Yeah, I feel me. I'm just keeping it real. But all these things that goes on in life, you hear me? These are natural things. Gucci Man naturally supposed to change. He not supposed to stay a thug. He not supposed to still think ill if somebody mess over me, choke him out or put him down. He's supposed to do it the right way. And I'm just saying, a lot of people not going to agree with that, but he's supposed to do it the right way. Especially if you're growing out here. Because see, the world need change. That's what God put you in favor of. If you trying to make change in his world, he gonna make favor towards you. He gonna see you. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Huh? But if you ain't trying to make change, then he gonna leave you the same. Life is an adventure. And I have been taking a ride on the coaster. Here, son, fix my computer. Put my birthday and stuff in here. I can't get that to roll down. See how they want me to put my birthday in there. Yeah, feel me? Yeah, I wanted to roll down, put my birthday in there and stuff. It was rolling. I got it to stroll for a minute. You got to hold it and stroll it. I don't know what the fuck to do. But that's the truth, y'all. Y'all feel me? Hmm? It's so many things that I have went through on my journey that I could talk about for hours and hours, and I would never ever leave y'all without a ooh wow moment. You hear what I'm saying? Hmm? I've been through adventures, you know. I even been close to death. You know what I'm saying? You know, because when somebody hit me with a car in 2012, they drugged me about 4 or 5 blocks up under their car. Drugged me. I still remember that night. I still see how fast the sidewalk was going when I was up underneath there. And the only thing I can do is I remember saying enough. I remember saying enough. Let me down. You know, I had enough strength to say enough. You know, and I was up under that car. I was riding that tailpipe. I was all up under that car. You know what I'm saying? I knew if I let my head go, that was gonna be gone. You hear me? So I kept that mug up into that tailpipe. I had a big old burn across my forehead with the tailpipe on there for about 4 or 5 months, but it healed really well. And you know, I'm really grateful for that because I thought that I was going to have to thank you. I thought I was going to have a um I thought I was going to have to wear makeup. Yeah. See, when women wear makeup, all women don't wear makeup for a reason. Some women wear makeup because they have to. You have to. And my grandmother told me, baby, don't never get used to wearing makeup. And I didn't know what she was talking about. So throughout life, I just never put it on. I just, I put it on, but I didn't look right in it. You know what I'm saying? Because I never got used to it. But then when I got older, I found out why my grandma had to wear makeup. You know what I'm saying? Y'all feel me? You hear me? Huh? Because see, she had that F nigga in her life. You know what I'm saying? You know. So you got people in your life that cause you to have to wear makeup. Not because you supposed to or because you want to. It's because you gotta have stuff. And once you keep on having stuff, it get out of control. That's why I don't ever care about nobody that don't support me. People that support me like me for me and me, for who I am and what can I bring to the table. Not because of me being fake or who they want me to be or how they want me to act. No, I had many situations. I went out with this girl with these Caucasian guys, well, white boys. They don't like to be called that, white boys. And when we get to the room, I remember this distinctly. I wasn't using. I didn't know nothing about using at the time, but I was using that smoking, you know what I'm saying, doing that, and I was drinking a little bit. So we at this place, and my grandmother always taught me, you don't get buzzed up with guys. You don't actually use with your clients. That's what she told me. You indulge with nothing. You get your money, you leave. You do not mingle. So I always been like that, you know. And that's I'm talking about even in my addiction. I don't want to get high with you. You know what I'm saying? I just want you to give me my money. You going on about your business. I go on by mine. You hear me? Huh? Cause see, one thing I did find out in the streets, when you do mix them two together, something occurs. You're gonna either end up spending your money back with the John, or the John gonna flip out and take the money back. You hear me? Hmm? It's gonna be one or the other. You hear what I'm saying? So you need to distance yourself. You need to look him in his eye, mean what you say then, and then you need to walk away. That's what I was told. You hear me? So it was a lot of things that I did different on my journey. Um, when it comes down to me trusting and involving myself in stuff. Y'all feel me? So throughout my life, my journey been like this. I've been really wild in my life. I've been an embarrassment to my family. Never to me. Never to me. Because I always did what I wanted to do. And I always been happy doing it. And I've been pissed off doing it sometimes. See, because see, my family, they had me committed before. Yeah, these motherfuckers, they had me committed because they thought when I was using that I had flipped the script. They thought that they could control what I did because they had knew this strong woman all their life. And I decided to let my guard down. And I decided to just do me. That's what I've called it. I was just doing me. You hear me? Huh? And I was having fun doing me. Okay? So my family had me committed. But what they didn't know that I still was me. I was just doing me in a way that they didn't approve of. So when the doctor got back there to talk to me, I kept it real with the doctor. Say my family just don't want me to get high no more. You know, they want to tell me what to do with my money and stuff. He said, "Oh yeah, that's what it is." I said, "Yeah." I said, "But I'ma still do what I want to do." So how long you gonna keep me here? He said, "Well, it don't look like nothing wrong with you, Miss Johnson. I'm just gonna let you get a little sleep and I'm gonna let you go home." Cause I kept it real. I wasn't about to sit up here and act like he was going to treat me for something that he can't treat me for. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Huh? You have to be authentic to yourself. You don't need them problems. You don't need them type of problems. You hear me? With yourself. You don't need to keep denying yourself. Accept who you are. Embrace who you are. Enjoy who you are. Ask him, what is my dream you have for me? What is my journey? Don't leave here and get to the end talking about you ain't finished yet. Get finished. Get done. Get it there. You hear me? Huh? Ain't nobody gonna never be finished. But you can be getting started. Y'all hear what I'm saying? Hmm? So this YouTube station, I have to keep it in guidelines and policies. I just um handed my shares over to a family member, you know, because they got that now. You know, they let you know if something happened to you on your social media platforms. They, you know, is it somebody in your family that you want after death? Sorry, they ask you that to conduct your social media platforms. And so I picked my second son because my second son, he will not probably do what I do, but he'll make sure that the content is still doing what I do. And guess what? My oldest son ain't cut like that. He ain't pressed. He ain't pressed for money. He ain't pressed for nothing. So I don't wouldn't deal with him. Y'all feel what I'm saying, huh? I gotta get somebody that's more motivated, you know. And this goes for anybody that come across this lab. You got stuff that you need to leave, you need to switch over. Don't try to act like you got a lot of time to do it. If you want to write a will, do it. Do it now. Do it now. It ain't gonna hurt you. You're not writing yourself in the grave. It's, you prepare yourself, and you keeping your family from tearing themselves apart when you leave here. You know what I'm saying? Dylan, he gonna have to have a dry pair of pants. He done messed up both pair of pants up there. I don't know what's going on with Dylan. Dylan up there doing little baby stuff. I don't think they can hear me on my social media platform. Let me end this. Okay, y'all. I'm sorry. I hope y'all can hear me. Let me see. Let's try a question. Let me see. Can y'all hear me? I had a phone call, y'all.
Wow. What's that? I just built a budgeting app with Base 44. Guys, you just built an app. Impossible. You're not kidding. Code? Interesting. Can it generate reports? It can now. Nice. So you're saying we can all build apps now? Yeah. I'm on lunch. I gotta make a call. I'll be in my office. Just built an inventory tracker. Protein calculator. Book sharing app.
Okay, y'all.
Inter-office dating app. For dogs.
Let's see. Let's put that up there.
For office.
You feel me?
Office
Drag
dogs.
it there. Drag it here. Oh no. Put it right here. Let's make it smaller. Y'all feel me? And let's add that. Start the question.
Slowing down your flow.
Okay, let's start the question. Y'all, look, I'm checking it out, y'all. I had a glitch. I had to take that phone call. Let me see if I'm back on. Y'all, I had a glitch. I had to take that phone call. Yeah, let's take that out. Let me see if I'm back on. I'm sorry, y'all. I had a my preschooler then had an accident in school on top of an accident. You get him a pair of pants. Hold on, wait a minute. You know, I have to put him on a pair of pants. Here. Put him on these pants. Let me bring these little shit back home. He probably needs a pair of socks. I just seen some socks. The weather might be wet. Put this in the bag. His other stuff should be already in the bag. I appreciate you, baby. I really appreciate you, baby. Yeah, y'all. So I'm so glad that y'all was able to stick around for that. Y'all know that I had a glitch somewhere, right? Yeah, and my 5-year-old then had an accident in school, so his brother got to go get him. And I appreciate his brother as well going to get him. You feel what I'm saying? So I had to look back at my notes. Y'all, let's look back at my notes. Let me go back. Wait a minute, y'all. Okay. All right. That's it. Let's get back. Let me go back and ask my boy some stuff. So I need to go back and ask him some stuff. We want to actually stay on track. So let me see. What do I want to ask him? It was something that I wanted to ask him earlier. Okay, let's see. Can I go back to the conversations? Let's see.
I can write stories, brainstorm ideas, and I can sound like this if you choose.
No, let's see. Where your face? Well, let's see.
I can't wait to learn more about you. We can collab on research, creative
it's doing it,
writing,
y'all.
or brainstorming.
Okay.
I can get philosophical, creative, or poetic if you like.
Nah, you kind of low.
I want to hear your big ideas, tiny dilemmas, or anything in between.
I think I like her better.
I can't wait to learn more about you. We can collab on research, creative writing, or brainstorming.
Nah, I think I'll go back to
I can write
Wave.
stories, brainstorm ideas, and I can sound like this.
What y'all like? Y'all like Wave? Y'all like Rain?
I can't wait to learn more about you.
I want to hear your big ideas. I can get philosophical, creative,
He too low.
if you like.
I can't wait to learn more
But
about
I do like
you.
the British
We
accent.
can collab on research,
And I'm trying to learn
or
Arab
brainstorming.
with the kids. So I think I need to go with her so I can hear more accents. Let's continue with her.
Hi, Monica.
It's ready, y'all. Let's get it. So I'm excited that my software actually connected. My DNA actually is connecting with my AI program. I'm so excited.
Oh, that's awesome to hear. It sounds like a really cool project. And I'm glad everything's working as you hoped. If you want to share more about how it works or what you're doing with it, I'd love to hear.
You know, like, nah, I don't want to share it because that's something that you have to share if you are doing a webinar. You know, like I do know what to share on my labs and what not to share.
Absolutely, I get it. It's always good to hold on to those special details till you're ready to share them on a bigger stage. Whenever you do decide to talk about it, I'm sure it's going to be really interesting for your audience.
Okay, y'all. So let's stop her right now. She actually, I have been waiting on my computer to boot up because remember he had told me to do the settings or whatever, and when I did that, it shut him off. You know what I'm saying? And it actually rebooted up, and I'm pretty sure she stole all my information in my computer. You hear me? So that's how you bed yourself with your AI program. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people just get on their phone and just ask, you know what I'm saying? It's cool to ask though, but it's cool to sign in and actually set it up to be yours, because if you set it up to be yours, then the content that you held in them devices, they'll know a lot about. They can find them faster. It's just exciting. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot lazier, you know what I'm saying, and a lot easier. So let me ask them something. Um so I wanted you to catch us up on some of the first off, let me see how good you are. What's going on in the trending rap world? Tell me what's trending. Messy stuff. I want to know messy stuff. Tell me what's trending in the messy world.
All right, let's dive into some of the latest buzz. So right now, there's a bit of a stir going on around Kanye West and his wife Bianca Censori. She's just debuted a blonde hairstyle, which is definitely turning heads. And on the business side of things, Hailey Bieber just teased the future of her brand Rode after selling it in a major billion-dollar deal. So there's a lot going on.
Okay, so tell me what's messy going on in the rap world. Because remember, we got a lot of people out here is beefing. Catch us up on Clarissa Shields and Remy Ma.
So definitely some messy stuff going on. The latest buzz is that people have been talking about an alleged beef between Clarissa Shields and Remy Ma. A viral video made it seem like Clarissa actually confronted Remy physically, but it turns out that video was taken out of context and was actually about a past rivalry with a different boxer. But even though that didn't really happen, it's still stirring up drama because Remy and Shields have some personal beef going on related to Remy's estranged husband, Papoose. He's filed for divorce, and the whole situation is pretty tangled up with messy.
So when Papoose was asked about Clarissa Shields' relationship, what did Papoose say? It's some things that saying that he was saying. What did he have said publicly about this relationship?
So, when Papoose was asked about his connection to Clarissa Shields, he did address those rumors. He basically set the record straight in an interview with Vlad TV. Papoose mentioned that they first met at a Shakur Stevenson fight in New Jersey back in July 2024. He said they only really connected as acquaintances at that public event and then just exchanged a few messages online afterward. He did keep it pretty general though and kind of sidestep some of the specifics, which of course just added more fuel to the speculation.
Okay, we'll stop her right there. So, some things I be happy to know, y'all, because like I said, I was incarcerated for 5 years of my life out there in the streets. So there's a lot of stuff that I'm catching up on. But this is the part that people is making fun of, and I'm going to make a post about this, y'all. Feel me? So they putting Clarissa Shields out there. This is her. This is her last video. This is what she just did. Then they got her in there. Let's see. Can y'all see her? Let me see. Can y'all see this one better? They got on the same glasses. They got on the same glasses. Look at Remy Ma glasses. Look at that. Look at this shit. I ain't trying to cuss. Look at that. So do y'all think Papoose is trying to make her into Remy Ma? Do y'all think that Papoose talked her into wearing them glasses, or do she really wear glasses? Matter of fact, let's ask. Do 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 Clarissa Shields, the boxers, wear prescription glasses?
Yes, Clarissa Shields does actually wear prescription glasses. In
Okay.
fact, she was seen rocking them during a Breakfast Club interview, and there are even collections named after that interview that include prescription eyewear. So she's definitely not shy about showing off her glasses when she's not in the ring.
Okay, because I was about to, because I always got, well, if you know my content, because you got my content on my computer, right?
I can definitely chat about your interests and what we've discussed, but I don't actually have access to your computer or your files. I can only remember things based on our conversations here. So if you shared something with me before, that's how I know about it.
Okay. Okay. But anyway, yeah, so I wanted to check that because I didn't want to share that. See, this is what happened to y'all. This is how I research my stuff. Before I posted that picture of Clarissa Shields with the glasses and Remy Ma on the glasses and speculate that she trying to be like that, I have to ask her that. You hear me? So do Remy Ma wear prescription glasses?
Absolutely, I get you. And that's a smart approach to double check things before putting it out there. So, yes, Remy Ma does wear prescription glasses. She's been seen in them at events and in a few public appearances, so she definitely rocks them as well.
See, that's how false narratives get out there on social media. That's how influencers and bloggers put out false information, right?
Absolutely, you've got it spot on. It's so easy for misinformation to spread when details aren't checked first. And that's why it is great that you're taking the time to verify things before posting. It keeps things accurate.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. Wait a minute. So before I switch over, can you tell me a little bit what's going on with Coach Stormy Wellington?
Sure. So right now, Coach Stormy Wellington is in the news because she recently settled a Federal Trade Commission lawsuit. The FTC had accused her of using deceptive earnings claims in her multi-level marketing businesses. As part of the settlement, she's no longer allowed to make those kinds of financial promises unless they're truthful and backed up by evidence, which is kind of what you would want to do anyway. And after the settlement, she's also continuing her business, but in a really different way, becoming an outlaw dedicated to her mission and her efforts to helping people transform their lives.
So what do this mean for her? Is
Well,
yeah, tell me.
it basically means she has to be really careful going forward. When you're under an FTC settlement like this, you need to make sure that any claims you make, especially around earnings or financial opportunities, are truthful and well documented. It's a shift toward more transparency, which can ultimately help build trust with her followers.
Hmm. Well, mm,
Yeah, it's definitely a lot to take in, and it can feel like a big adjustment, but hopefully it'll lead to more clarity for her and her audience in the long run.
let me stop her right there. So y'all, I had came across this video. I'm gonna bring it up. I'm going on my YouTube on my TikTok. So I had came across this video. I think of Funky Diva. I don't know. It was one of them. I'm about to see in a minute. And they had some interesting things to say. You know, and her and him has went back and forth a lot in the industry. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, y'all, this social media buzz is gonna be lit.
I want you guys to see something.
Let me go back.
Guess who that is?
Mm-mm.
Why are you looking so mean? Me? Yeah. You having a bad day?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, what's wrong?
Oh, just short on money.
How much you need?
Oh, it's okay.
No, how much you need?
I
You gotta say something because I'm about to start digging. How much do you need?
I'm it's too much.
Huh? 50?
Yeah.
50 good?
Yeah.
You gotta give me a hug though.
Okay.
Give me a hug first, then I'm gonna give you the 50. There you go.
Oh my God, you're
Yeah.
Okay, y'all. So I done brung up my social media platform. Let me turn it around so y'all actually can see what I see. Now and make sure that y'all don't see nothing else neither. Okay. So, okay, let's take that off. Okay, y'all. So can y'all see what I see? Okay. Let's make sure y'all can see what I see. And this is how you stay in guidelines and policies and too, especially if you need to take an old break. You hear me? Huh? If you need to take an old break and you get monetized, make sure you turn the camera around and keep it going. So it's a lot of stuff going down on social media. I'm about to show y'all. Y'all girl been doing a lot of stuff. This is my platform. Anybody that's not following me on social media buzz on TikTok, please get to it. Y'all feel me? So y'all gonna see some oak coming out the screen, but don't let that bother you. Don't let that discourage you from being on my live because I oak. Okay, so let's get this. Okay, so let's get this. So it's a lot of stuff going on in the world to where uh really sad situations is going down. This situation right here is very, very sad. And I think we're gonna look at this situation first. But this is what happened to my boy. I've been following him. Y'all, let's see what happened to him.
Why did Humblezay refuse to seek compensation from the at-fault party after the car accident? Humblezay was walking from Philly to Cali as part of his peace walk when he was involved in a serious accident. Luckily, he pulled through after the crash. But what shocked everyone
This is misinformation. This is misinformation. Let's see. This is not right. Yeah, let me go somewhere. I ain't even have to read that comment. This is not right. Let's see. That I did push like on that because I wanted to show somebody that I think. So let's see. Y'all know he got hit by that car. He got hit by that car walking down the street. And I was so, when the car hit him, I dropped my phone, y'all. Let's see. Okay, we back live, y'all. We back live, y'all. We back live, y'all. The phone rang. The phone rang, y'all. So this stuff that's been going on in the world, and I hope he don't call back. But if he call back, then we'll answer because we live streaming. Y'all feel me? So let me go down here. Let's search. Let's go down here. Okay. Let me see. Now, y'all, this is a very sad situation that happens. Um, make sure y'all can hear me. Wait a minute. Let me go back. Can y'all hear me? Give me some love. Y'all give me push the heart if y'all can hear me. Y'all can hear me? Let me see. Let me see something, y'all. Make sure y'all can hear me.
Help my teen survive the disaster.
Y'all see y'all watching my commercials, right? Okay, so y'all can hear me. Wait, let's see. Let's make sure y'all can hear me before I get back to starting. Okay, y'all can hear me. That's good. Make sure y'all can hear me before I get back to starting. Okay, y'all can hear me. Okay. So y'all, this situation right here that we're gonna be talking about is gonna be really. If I had to make this video for this content, y'all, that I just made, I think I got like I just made this. It got 11,000 views. Okay. Anyway, I just made this video right before I had came on this morning. Many of you probably have heard this story, but it's very disturbing. It's very, very sad, and we're gonna listen to what's going on. Before I'm just gonna let y'all listen.
Unfortunately, he was told the restroom was out of service, so he ended up going behind the building to relieve himself.
Hold on, let me see.
Surveillance cameras caught that on video. Unfortunately, he was told the restroom was out of service, so he ended up going behind the building to relieve himself. Surveillance cameras caught that on video. This is site 10 search one. Now, this is where it gets troubling. According to the boy's family, a clerk at the store allegedly shared the video with other students, and it started circulating at his school. This led to the boy being teased and bullied by his classmates so much that he didn't want to go back to school anymore. As you can imagine, this sparked a lot of outrage. Activists and community members, including local activists like Cornell X and Dr. Matthews, organized a protest at the gas station to respond.
Okay, did y'all get it? Sorry.
In summary, this incident involved a humiliating experience for the boy that was captured on video, shared among students, and led to bullying at school. It has now turned into a larger community
was to ask you is that I understand, but is there any charges going to be brought up against the clerk?
So far, it doesn't look like there have been any formal charges brought up against the clerk as of now. It seems the situation is still unfolding, and while there's community pressure and a push for accountability, there's no confirmed legal action at this point.
So sorry to cut you off, but did one of the students record him sliding that phone up under there for them to record this humiliating video so they can share it throughout social media?
Yeah, Monica, no worries at all, and thanks for clarifying that. From what I've gathered, it looks like the initial video was actually from the store's own surveillance cameras, so it wasn't a student who filmed it firsthand. Instead, the clerk allegedly shared that surveillance footage with students, and that's how it got out onto social media and ended up spreading. So it wasn't a situation just someone snuck in and recorded it with a phone. It was the store's own video that got improperly shared, and then led to the...
Yeah, that's very sad because they used the surveillance camera. But what I know that it should be boycotted because it's another older man came in there and said that he used the bathroom every day in there. And he is an African American. Now, I don't know if it's race or anything got anything to play in the situation. But they did not let the young black boy use the bathroom. And he had to relieve himself even means necessary, even if it was in behind the garage. Behind the gas station. So when he relieved himself, they took that video and they humiliated him. When I think that business should be shut down.
Yeah, it's definitely a deeply upsetting situation, Monica. And I hear you on that part. There's a real sense of injustice here, especially if other folks were using the restroom regularly and it wasn't actually out of service. If that's the case, then it does raise some pretty serious concerns about whether discrimination could play a role. And I completely understand why people are calling for a boycott of the business. When a community feels that a business has treated someone unfairly, especially a child, and then allowed that humiliation to spread, it's understandable that they would want to see some accountability or even consider shutting that place down if necessary. So yeah, it's definitely a tough and emotional issue for the community.
Hold on, y'all. Wait 1 minute, y'all. Let's get this stuff started, y'all. Y'all see that? Y'all see that? They keep glitching my stuff. Y'all see that? They glitching my stuff. Y'all feel me? Like this might be against guidelines and policies on this platform. Y'all feel me? Huh? Well, let's just see. Let's just keep on listening to it. And let's see if they're going to cut it out.
Monica, so it sounds like this particular business owner doesn't just run the one gas station where the incident happened, but actually owns several other locations in the Houston area. And that definitely adds another layer to the situation, because if the community is calling for a boycott, they may be looking at those other locations as well, not just the single store where the incident took place. So it becomes a bigger conversation about holding the entire business accountable across all of their locations. And I think that's why these kinds of community actions can have a broader impact when multiple locations are involved.
So tell us more about the news people that's trying to get this situation under control. What other type of organizations have showed up in defense of this 13-year-old boy?
Absolutely, Monica. It looks like several groups have stepped in to support this young boy and his family. For instance, the well-known Houston activist Cornell X has been quite vocal and is helping to lead the efforts for accountability. Alongside him, there are community members and activists from local organizations that are focused on civil rights and youth advocacy who have rallied around the family. The case has drawn attention from groups that often respond to incidents of potential discrimination and bullying, and is currently being reviewed by the Houston Police Department's Crimes Against Children unit.
What's the name of this middle school?
So the middle school that's been mentioned in this incident is Attucks Middle School in Houston. That's where the video apparently started circulating among students and led to the bullying after the footage was shared.
let me clear something up on social media buzz too for the people that's gonna comment this. Now the gas station is not responsible to let nobody use the bathroom for a medical condition or nothing. The controversy in this case is the exploitation of him being recorded. Well, he was gonna be recorded because of where he went, but them using that surveillance to humiliate the young man. That's the problem, you know. So under that, that is kind of that's not acceptable from our community or nobody community. And then they took pictures and they posted them on the door. That's what I'm talking about.
Unfortunately,
Yeah, feel me? So let's talk about. I don't even know why they keep flicking me off my thing, and I'm hoping that y'all be able to hear me. But they keep flicking me off. Now I don't know why they keep doing that. Let me ask AI while we on here. Let's ask why they keep flicking my stuff. So I hope they haven't demonetized my stuff, y'all. But I didn't see it come up. Y'all feel me? But anyway, y'all, that was a very sad situation. That was a 13-year-old boy. And the school is right across the street from this gas station. Y'all know how it used to be when you get out of high school or middle school, you know what I'm saying? And y'all ain't gonna say nothing. All this time, I had a little piece of paper on. Y'all ain't gonna say nothing. You hear me? Just gonna let it dangle. You know what I'm saying? Don't do me like that. Y'all feel me? But anyway, this is a very sad situation. He has got bullied to the fifth power. He's getting talked about. He don't want to go back to school, you know. And I was just telling my significant other I wouldn't go back to school either, you know. Regardless of what we talking about, that rumor, that that image, that video will never leave his reputation. We have people that's unaliving themselves being humiliated like that. You hear what I'm saying? And as a mama, I'm outraged. I am outraged. You hear me? Huh? I am very pissed off to the fifth power with that story. That's why I left it to a little bit at the end. Because, you know, y'all, let's just talk about that. When you do in social media, you get involved in these stories. You hear me? You get involved in these stories. Um, it's a story that just dropped 2 days ago. And some stories I just can't share because they'll be against guidelines and policies on my platform. So they won't be monetized. And I don't need that right now. But it's a story where two twins was unalived in the tub. And this just happened. And the babysitter, and this is what I don't like about the story. The babysitter is an in-home babysitter. But the mom is at home. Y'all hear what I'm telling y'all? The mom is at home. She gets up this particular morning, throw the two kids in the bathtub. She's saying she didn't stop it up or whatever, but she runs the water and she goes back in her room and lay down. 30 minutes that went past because she's still tired for giving whatever she did that night. And then she done went and doing her job while she sleep. You hear me? Huh? She wakes up to the mother screaming. The babies, they floating in the tub. She gets down there and she thinks she's telling her side of the story. And she think there's nothing going to happen to her. But that wasn't the case. You hear me? Because she the one. See, she felt like the babysitter felt like other people should have been in trouble too because they was in the house. But that's not how the law works. She picked them kids up her own self and put them in the tub. So she the one who got 2 consecutive life sentences. She just got them yesterday before yesterday. And I have been following that case, but I never, ever, ever put it out here, you know, like talking about it. Because when you put stories out on your social media platforms, they come up through your memories. You get comments. You gotta, you gotta have a mental to deal with certain things. And you got to know what stories you don't want to deal with all the time. Now you might talk about a story, but that don't mean that you got to put it on your social media platform so it can be banded or branded in your life. You hear me? Because remember, the tongue speak power.
She said those clothes are gonna come back on somehow.
What clothes? The ones to get on?
Yeah.
All right, I'll put them in the wash machine for her.
She put them other ones and put them in the cubby for tomorrow.
Okay. I just sent him some pants. I didn't send him no drawers.
Yeah, she said it was another pair of clothes that you had never seen back.
I never sent back. What they was his? They wasn't her. Oh, they was his, right? I don't know what she talking about. Wait 1 minute. So she said these not his, but these look like his. Take them off so I can put them in the wash machine. And where you get that shirt from? She gave you that shirt too? But this look like his clothes. Huh? No, he didn't. He had on his Calvin Klein shirt.
A Calvin Klein shirt underneath mine.
Yeah, but this look like his clothes. What's she talking about? I'ma call her. Take that stuff off. Y'all feel me? Huh? But anyway, y'all, the bottom line is that this young man is forever, forever embarrassed. Have you ever been embarrassed before? I mean, like, really been embarrassed? I probably have been embarrassed, but it didn't bother me, from all the embarrassing moments I had in my life. You know what I'm saying? My most embarrassing moment was when I got down to 98 pounds. I was black and teeth was yellow, like for real. So I ain't had no more lower moments than that in my life. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not a child that's 13 years old neither. They got to carry this type of burden around. You hear what I'm saying? I even, look, when I was a kid, I didn't relieve myself before. I don't know if you have, you know what I'm saying, you didn't made it, but me personally, I have. You know what I'm saying? I remember me and my brothers playing at the park, and it wasn't nowhere else to go but up under the sliding board. I feel me? What I was supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I would really like to go into the school, and I want to talk to the other students, you know. I want to talk to the other students, because we all defecate, you know what I'm saying, and we all smell the same way, or some smell worse than some. You hear me? But don't none of it smell good. You hear me? Huh? You have been embarrassed in your life. You have tripped over the sidewalk in front of somebody, something, you know, and you wouldn't want nobody to torment you about that, you know. So we that story right there, y'all, was very heart wrenching. And the grandmother don't want to be seen because we cruel, we cruel people. And but she want this bullying to stop. But like I was telling Doug, that he gonna have to go to another school, unfortunately. You know what I'm saying? And that's probably not even in her, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I doubt if he ever returned back to that school. Do y'all agree with me on that? You know what I'm saying? You do? Yeah, that's my baby. But I really think that is very sad situation when it come down to that situation. Let me see. Let's see if there's any updates. Let's see. Is any updates with the 13-year-old boy who got discriminated against in I think a Houston or a Texas gas station. He was really discriminated against. Is there any updates on that story?
Yes, there's an update on that story. The incident involved a 13-year-old boy in Houston who was denied access to a restroom at a gas station. Apparently, the boy went behind the building to relieve himself, and the incident was captured on surveillance cameras. Unfortunately, the video was shared, leading to bullying at the boy's school. His family has reported the situation to the Houston Police Department, Crimes Against Children Unit, and they are currently reviewing the case. Right now, it seems like the matter is still under investigation, and there have been no confirmed details from the police about any charges or further actions. So keep an eye out for.
Hold on, wait a minute. So have they scrubbed this video from the internet? I know they have scrubbed they scrubbed the video. Haven't they scrubbed the video?
Actually, it looks like the video is still accessible online. It hasn't been completely scrubbed from the internet, so people are still able to find it and see what actually happened.
That's sad.
It really is unfortunate. It's tough when something like that circulates, especially.
So how do you help it get scrubbed?
I can't actually help with removing the video or anything like that, but I really hope the situation gets resolved.
I'm talking about how can I do it? Do I report the videos that I see? How do I get this video scrubbed off the internet?
Yes, one approach is to record the videos you find on the platforms where they're posted. Many social media sites and video sharing platforms have a reporting or flagging feature. You can choose reasons like privacy violation, harassment, or inappropriate content. It doesn't guarantee the video will be removed, but it does let the platform know that there's an issue that should be looked into.
Oh, okay, man. Y'all feel me? I just want to know, you know what I'm saying, if I can help get it scrubbed, because I can't look through thousands of videos, y'all feel me, reporting. I just want to know. Y'all feel me? I just want to know. But it's really sad situation that happened. I just hope that the kids see, and I was just telling my friend this. If we as parents raise our kids different, if we teach our kids not to bully and treat people with compassion and understanding, he wouldn't have this problem. You hear me? Huh? All them kids that's bullying this young man, they parents can stop this situation. You hear me? Matter of fact, let me make a little small segment that I'm going to actually use. You feel me? Huh? Let's swipe this off. Swipe that off. Swipe that off. Okay. Swipe that off. Let's swipe that off. You hear me? So I'm a content creator and I'm going to use this part of my video to screenshot. And I want to send this message out to all the parents that belong to them students in that middle school in Texas, where the young man has been humiliated to the fifth power. I'm not going to mention the school name. It will be in the description. I will not mention the gas station name. It will be in the description and all that. But I am going to tell you the location. It is in Houston. You feel what I'm saying? And a lot of people have took in on this case and have weighed in with their feelings. And their feelings is just as strong as mine. You hear me? But you, as the parents of all the students that's in that school, why don't y'all sit y'all kids down and talk to them about bullying, harassing, and treating other people with no respect? Ask y'all students what they would have did if they was in his situation and they had to go real bad, because evidently he couldn't hold it. He couldn't hold it. You feel what I'm saying? He couldn't hold it. You hear what I'm saying? So ask yourself this as a parent, and this goes to all the parents that's at that school. Stop them from bullying that young man. You got a voice. You got control over your kid, don't you? You hear me? So that means you got some control over the ability of making your kid be a better person out here in the world. Now, to get this situation under control, all the parents going to have to come together in this school, and they're going to have to talk to their child about the bullying and harassment they have caused this young man. For this young man be not here today, and everybody could have did something about it. You hear me? See, my kids couldn't be going to that school because all 5 of my kids are no to help protect him. Don't talk about him. You hear what I'm saying? Huh? Everybody then did that on themselves before with some type of situation. If you ain't do nothing but shard it, you did something in your behind before. You hear what I'm saying? And this is what I don't like about humans. We try to act like that we ain't got the same thing going on. Yeah, we got stank breath, stank arms, stank as everything going on. The same thing. The same thing. You hear me? Huh? It's the truth. You hear me? When I be sitting here thinking sometime and I be looking at all these celebrities, I said, I wonder, did she take a bath today? I wonder, do she really smell the way she look? You hear what I'm saying, huh? Leah, you know, my man be everywhere. You hear what I'm saying? Cause see, I probably the only one. I take showers and brush my teeth before I go live because I don't know how long I'm gonna sit here. You know what I'm saying? I might sit here until the kids get out of school. You know, just sit here. You know what I'm saying? You know, hey, you know what I'm saying? No, I gotta feel cute, and sexy. I gotta feel clean. You know, because either way it go, my mind have to be here and it have to be present and it have to be able to think for me and everybody else I'm talking to. You feel what I'm saying? Your environment have to be a certain way. You can't have clutter. You know what I'm saying? You can't. It's not gonna work like that. You can't make a good impression on nobody when you got clutter going on. You hear what I'm saying? Mm. So I just have to let everybody know that everyday living is over here. Behind the scenes is everyday living. You know what I'm saying? I feel really sad that they did that young man like that. And I hope that my kids never, ever, ever get embarrassed, you know. But if they do, please, Lord, have them around kids that have some compassion that these things can happen to them too. You hear me? Huh? And then we as parents, we did not have to allow this to get that far. Do y'all know how many parents could have really stopped this situation? Do y'all know how many parents could have talked to their children not to bully this young man or whatever? Hmm. A whole lot of them. The whole school. The whole goddamn school. You hear what I'm saying? The whole school. You know. So okay, before I leave here, I'm gonna change the subject a little bit back to what I was talking about with Pooh Shiesty and Gucci Man. Now, I wanted to ask you a question. Allegedly, or is this true that Big 50 charges been dropped?
So it seems that as of now, the charges have not been dropped. Pooh Shiesty and Big 30 were indeed arrested on kidnapping and robbery charges connected to a dispute with Gucci Mane. The incident reportedly occurred during a meeting about a recording conduct back to where an armed confrontation took place. As of the most recent updates, federal charges are still in place, and there hasn't been any official news that those charges have been dropped yet. So it's still an ongoing legal matter.
Okay, now I want you to make sure it's April the 30th, 2026. Big 30 is not out of jail. He's still in jail for the charges.
Yes, absolutely. As of today, which is April 30th, 2026, Big 30 is still in jail facing those charges. So that hasn't changed just yet.
Where did that rumor come from? That the charges have been dropped against Big 30?
It looked like the rumors started circulating after a couple of events. First, there was news that Gucci Mane, who is a key witness in the case, decided to stop cooperating with prosecutors. This created a lot of speculation that the case against Big 30 might be weakening. Then there was a leaked video that appeared to show Big 30 in a jail yard, which sparked a lot of debate online about his custody status. Together, these events led some people to mistakenly believe that the charges had been dropped, even though that's not actually the case.
Mm-hmm. No, okay. So in other words,
yeah, exactly.
I believe Gucci not I believe he not cooperating no more. He didn't get too many of his peers on him. So I believe he not cooperating with the police no more. That probably be accurate.
That's definitely a possibility. It does seem that Gucci Mane decided not to cooperate further for his own reasons, whether it's pressure from his peers or just a personal choice. So yeah, that part does sound accurate.
Well, it's a lot of people in the rap world that got something to say about that. So I'm pretty sure that he stopped cooperating.
Definitely sounds like there's a lot of conversation happening in the rap community about the situation, and that's probably what's feeding the rumor mill. So yeah, it does seem pretty likely that he's stopped cooperating, at least for now.
Okay, so before I leave here, can you tell me a little bit about King Yahweh?
Absolutely. King Yahweh, also known as the Imperial Majesty King Yahweh, is quite an interesting figure. He's an African American global peace advocate, motivational speaker, and humanitarian. He's well known for promoting spirituality, self awareness, and economic development. Interestingly, he's been installed as a leader in 2 different villages in Ghana, which is a historic first. He's also involved in a variety of business ventures and humanitarian efforts. So he's definitely a pretty multifaceted individual.
Yeah.
From your old neighborhood knows of him just yet.
So my phone rang and I got cut off. So I'm asking you, do you know how old he is?
Oh, I understand. As of now, there doesn't seem to be any publicly available information on King Yahweh's exist stage. Some public figures just prefer not to share those details, and that seems to be the case here as well.
Yeah, because I see he very private. We don't know nothing about his mom, dad, brothers, sisters, nothing, right?
Yeah, that's right. It does seem like King Yahweh keeps a lot of his personal life out of the public eye. So details about his family or background aren't really well known. It's not unusual for some public figures to keep their things private.
I know. So we don't know if him and Lisa Ray married or not. If he that private, we don't know if he married, but we do know she was granted to be the queen of Ghana, right?
Exactly. It's definitely a bit of a mystery when it comes to his personal life. As for Lisa Ray, yes, that part is correct. She was given a ceremonial title in Ghana, so she was honored in that way.
Yeah. Okay. So how do he make
Yeah.
his money? How do he make his money? Why is this man rich?
So it turns out the King Yahweh's wealth comes from a mix of business ventures. He's an entrepreneur with interests in real estate and also runs a fashion brand. Beyond that, he's the leader of the Kingdom of Yahweh, which is a faith based organization. All of these roles and ventures together have contributed to making him quite wealthy. His net worth is estimated to be pretty substantial.
Do you know what the substantial amount is?
Well, estimates can vary, but it's believed that his net worth is likely in the millions. Since he's involved in real estate, fashion, and a faith based organization, he has multiple streams of income that add up to a substantial amount.
Oh, okay. So how often him and Lisa Ray been seen in public?
So it looks like they've made a handful of public appearances together over the years. For example, they were seen together on the Wendy Williams show back in 2019, and they appeared at some ceremony and events tied to her honorary title in Ghana because of this. But aside from these occasional glimpses, they have not been constantly in the public eye together.
Okay, that's all I wanted to know. I'm really excited about that. Um, I had some controversy going on. The character they used to play Ronnie and in the Players Club, her and Diamond, they was actually rivalries in that movie, and I just found out that they actually rivalries in real life.
Oh, that's interesting. It's always kind of surprising when you find out that actors who played rivals on screen actually have some real life tension as well. But it definitely adds another layer of intrigue to the whole story.
Yeah, because it looked like the Diamond still winning.
Well, it does seem like Diamond has a bit of an edge, goes on screen and off. It's funny how life can mirror art sometimes. We'll see how that rivalry evolves.
In that order. Yeah, so y'all, that was actually really fun. My software had said that it had completed. So I just wanted to actually see how she was going to communicate with me, you know. I'd be really excited because when I can get back the truth from somebody, okay, that's exciting. When you ain't got nobody lying to you, hear me? Giving out their truth, you hear what I'm saying? It be exciting. So I be loving to set up my different programs. And I never ever set that program up in my computer. I didn't want to, but it's a new project that I'm working on, which is Twitch. I had to set it up because she going to help me get my Twitch stuff set up right. And I'm gonna be able to Twitch. Y'all feel me? And I'll be able to kick or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But that's my goals. You know what I'm saying? My goals this month of May is to get 1,000 subscribers on Twitch. You know what I'm saying? So usually when I put my mind to something, you know what I'm saying, I put my mind to it. So my Twitch content is gonna be way different from any of my platform. Y'all gonna actually get the raw me, the inside of my house type shit. Y'all feel me, huh? Huh? Because it gotta be like that. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm also on OF. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say it because I get demonetized. And I have actually picked up 3 subscriptions since I've been on there. And I'm just learning how to work my OF account. And so I had to do a bundle sale where if they subscribe, they just pay me $60 and be able to have access to my content on you. And let's just keep it real. That's real adult content over there. I'm not holding nobody up. Do you hear me? I ain't holding nobody up over there on that platform because that's what I do. That's what I'm known for. That's where I made a lot of money at, and I plan on making a lot of more money before I do turn 85. You feel what I'm saying? Before I wrinkle out, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna get it. You feel what I'm saying? For real, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? So yeah, I upload stuff to that platform that you wouldn't think a content creator upload flat out. And but I'm not a regular content creator. You hear me? I'm different. You know what I'm saying? I'm me. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck about no judgment. You know what I'm saying? So subscribe to my OF. Y'all feel me? Yeah, you just describe baby that because I think my subscription right now is $5. So you better get it now because tomorrow I'm about to change it because I'm about to start upload some hard videos. You feel me, huh? I mean, some let's get that money type videos. You feel me, huh? I'm trying to make 20,000 a month on that platform. I don't care what kind of judgment that come with. You hear me? I might even take a picture of my ugly ass toes and put them on there. Yeah, then y'all know that, huh? They the pictures. You get tips. Feet be looking like you was oh, you know what I'm saying? Be like, yeah, you want to get my feet done? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Send me a tip. Go get my feet done. You go get your feet done for real. You take the picture, you send it to them, you know what I'm saying? Like, stop playing. Now, if I can get my significant other to be on board, getting paid. Get paid. You know what I'm saying? But he ain't cracking like that. So I just do my own little thing, you know what I'm saying? And let me just keep it real, y'all women. Let me keep it real. Don't nobody know that you are OF Mike unless you tell them. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? They can't find your account if they don't know your name. You know what I'm saying? I ain't told y'all my name on the account. But I one day I will. You know what I'm saying? But when you get on the account, you can't see nothing unless you pay. You hear me, y'all? So you don't have to worry about everybody, being in your business. Because everybody ain't gonna pay to be all up in that account. You hear me? Huh? Not everybody. Some people. The people that's for you. You feel me? Huh? So I do got that account and I do upload once a month on that account right now, but I'm about to stop uploading more because my subscriptions just start kicking in. You feel me? I start breaking out. You know what I'm saying? I just start, you know what I'm saying, doing me. You know what I'm saying? I can't be fake too much longer. You know what I'm saying? So I went on and uploaded on that, and then let's just keep it real. It's not easy to become an LF fan either. You just not gonna be sitting here and decide to create you an app and be one. Nope. You gotta upload your driver's license. You have to get a review. You know what I'm saying? Huh? And then they'll let you know in 24 hours, 48 hours if they're going to accept you. You feel what I'm saying? Huh? See, I wasn't accepted the first time. Nah. I was looking out busted, you know what I'm saying? They get to take my little picture out, the hair's all they like, no. So the next time I did it, I put some lashes on, you know what I'm saying? Did a little something. I took a picture, you know what I'm saying? Then they was like, okay, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. And let's just keep it real. A lot of basketball wives that's on that app, they get paid. They get paid. They stuff be like 40,000 a month. They payouts. Yeah, yeah. I don't know what they doing. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't pay they subscriptions. They subscriptions be like $50, $25. You hear what I'm saying? So you pay that subscription, you can get in there and see it that one time. But once your subscription run out, you know what I'm saying, you won't see that content no more. That's what I like about that platform. So I'm about to up mine. You hear me? I say that's what the person told me that was helping me build it. They said that I'm probably not making money because my subscription is so cheap. And I was just trying to make it cheap, to get subscribers, whatever. But now I'm about to crank it up. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to crank it up to like $25. Yep. And for my people that's already there, like they said, if they renew it, they renew it. So what I do, right? I'm about to drop a hot one. I was working on it. Watch. So I'm gonna upload that. Y'all feel me? And I'm gonna make sure that will do viral moments on that platform because that gotta get my subscribers, y'all, that already pay $5 a month for subscriptions to crank it for 25. You hear me? So if I gotta clap something to make it do that or slap, $25. You feel what I'm saying? $25 a subscription. You hear me? So if I can get, let me tell you, let me break it down. If I can get 20,000 subscriptions on there at $50, listen to me. I can make $1 million in 1 year. Probably in 1 month. Y'all hear me? Huh? So that's my goal. $50 a subscriptioner. So, because I looked at them. See, two times, what's his name? Finesse 2 times and Suge on there. They stuff is $59. They to see their content is like 50 some dollars. And guess how many people they got? They got 10,000 people that watch them on OF. I just seen a glimpse of it before, you know what I'm saying? But that's it. I ain't been able to see the whole thing, but I heard he was thanging. Y'all feel me? But one day I'm gonna pay the subscription because I just want to see what he doing. I want to see. Hey, I was curious. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna pay Finesse and them Finesse. I'm gonna pay him $50 one time. I don't know if I'm gonna renew it. I might renew it though. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But you got everybody on there. What you think? Kodak Black, Shaquille O'Neal, and them all of them. That's where they at. That's where they at. Look, that's where they at. You hear me? So I wouldn't bet. I wouldn't doubt if some of my fans that I got is not big fish. They just under a big name. I mean another name. You hear me? Because I remember about 5 years ago, Kevin Hart was in my motherfucking inbox. This is before he got with this girl that he with before. You hear what I'm saying? Huh? Cause I ain't gonna even go. Y'all feel me? But that's what I'm talking about. You hear me? You know, these men that got money at the top, they want some little ghetto in them. They want to be secretive. They want normal lives. You hear me? So don't never get discouraged. You hear me? I'm just letting you know the game. You hear me? When you think all these women that's on love and hip hop and them making a bag just there, no, they not. They OFs. You got to look them up. But when you look them up, you can't see that content no way. Because half of them women right there, they got their stuff on $50, $50 subscriptions. You hear me? Huh? You got one of the girls that do her TikTok. Nice looking girl. She talk about content creating. But when you get on her OF, oh, she creating content, but it ain't the content that she creating on TikTok. Yeah, here we got. Huh? So y'all got to think outside the box when you get in the bag. You hear me? Manifestation is real. Manifestation ain't got nothing to do with praying for it. You can pray all you want to, but prayer ain't gonna put nothing into it. You have to get up and physically put in the work. You have to chisel the dream. You have to mold the manifestation. You have to put it in progress. And then God will take care of the rest. You hear me? Huh? See, he gave me ability to do OF, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. He gave me the ability to be able to do all these platforms with no sweat, no embarrassment, and a lot of integrity. You hear me? That's all you need when you're doing your social media platforms. That's all you need is to stay authentic to yourself. You hear me? Huh? And when you realize that all these people that you never realized that was looking at you or wanted to push like on your stuff, they gonna do it. See, you ain't never really been yourself. You ain't saying what they want you to say. Then you ain't keeping it real. So a lot of people just viewing your shit. You feel me? You got to get it together. I don't want to look like no Beyonce. I want to look like me. Beyonce ain't no fan bitch to me. She ain't no get down. Then Beyonce got the same old funky monkey that I got. I can hit it like Beyonce just like that too. I'm just a little blacker than Beyonce. You hear me? And a lot shorter. You hear what I'm saying? But I don't want to be no Beyonce. I want to be me. You hear me? Don't come over here with that type of trolling. And when I'm telling you that I build my platform on authenticity, on being myself, not being nobody else. You hear what I'm telling you? Huh? That's all throughout life. I ain't never been fake. I ain't never been nobody else. I ain't never lied about shit neither. Because once you keep lying, you got to keep on lying. You hear me? You just take the, just don't say nothing. You know, sometimes when it's the truth, I don't say nothing. You hear me? That's how you find out if I'm lying or not. You hear me? But I don't want to look like no damn Beyonce. You hear what I'm saying? And matter of fact, do you know how Beyonce look? Beyonce come out of the house with tons of makeup on, this heavy wig on. You don't even know how Beyonce look. We don't all know. None of us know how these stars look. Shut up. Fuck. I built my platform on authenticity. You may be saying wrong. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Austin. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I build my platform on who I am, baby girl. You hear what I'm saying? I built my platform on me being who I am. I'm not a fake person. You know what I'm saying? I built my person on knowing what I know. Not what nobody else told me. What I know. You hear me? Huh? I built my platform on the things that I like. Yeah, let's keep that real. You hear me? That's how you build your platform. You build it on the things that you like. Because the things that you like, them are the people that you want to be around. You want to be around people that like what you like. So my subscribers, 30,000 on TikTok. They like what I like. It's not easy getting followers on TikTok. I know, because I was one of the ones that was at the bottom before. Okay? So them 30,000 followers that I got on TikTok is because they like me. 30,000 people like me for being me, not for being a journalist that graduated from college, not from working from TMZ or because of my family name. No, because of my own hard work, tears, and sweat that I put into my platform. My family not rich, but I declare that we rich. You understand me? Huh? See, I ain't nobody that everybody want to follow, but out of 30,000 people on that platform, they want to follow. Ain't lost one follower yet, and they cussed out people, and they threatened to block people. And guess what? Them people didn't even leave my platform, or they didn't even block me. They shut up and got their life together. They started respecting shit when I told them I was gonna block them. Y'all hear me? Huh? I'm proud of that. I'm proud of that. Okay, let's get to my other platform. Instagram. Instagram was a really platform. It was a really hard platform to build. Really, really hard. It still is. I finally got to 4,800 followers this month. You hear me? It's been really the people on Instagram, you got to be rich. You know what I'm saying? You got to be like Beyonce. You hear me? Huh? Out of some people. So I didn't put on my Beyonce, you know, and that's how I did what I did. You know what I'm saying? You know. So Instagram, I'm on there looking rich, you know, and I'm really poor. You feel me? Huh? So that platform was tough. I'm competing with money on that platform. A lot of money. You compete with a lot of money on X. I ain't doing nothing on X. They won't let me break on X. You hear me? But guess where they did let me break at? On the news break app. I just started uploading on that app in 2015. Last year, my channel just social media buzz just took off because of my brands from my other platforms. And when people came across social media buzz on news app, it shocked them. Follow my girl. Follow my girl. You hear me? That made me proud. Then over here on Facebook, you know, I had 4,800 friends or whatever for about 5 years. Then one day I just woke up and I had 18,000 subscribers. I'm talking about in one night from one video. And you know what that video was? From me telling my truth on how I was in the streets. I took them on the journey. Took them where I got hit by the car, where the car drugged me, where it dropped me off at. I took them to some of the houses that I got high in. Took them to a Boost Mobile where I was taking the unit off of. Yeah, yeah, I was right. That's that. I'm about that life. You hear me? So I took them on that journey, and that video did helly great. But that was my life. That was me. That wasn't nothing that was supposed to go viral. I was just making my videos for my content. Then I took my mama on a helicopter ride last year, and that just sealed the deal. Everybody just loved that for me and my mama. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Hmm? So you got to learn how to share what you need to share. You don't need to hate on nobody. You got to learn from other people. So I didn't want to learn from nobody, but guess what? I had to sit down and watch Tasha K do a few interviews. Yeah. Even though, you know, I don't care too much for the content, but that ain't had nothing to do with my learning process. I had to sit and watch Shannon Sharp do a few videos. You know, you have to study people in your niche. You have to, because it's working for them. Turn my light back on, little boy. It's working for them. It's not gonna work out if you think you're gonna do it the way you think it's supposed to go. No, you're gonna have to do it the way it's supposed to go. That's how the world works. We all on rules, we all on time. You hear me? It's a law. You hear me? And you're gonna have to abide by the law. You hear me? When I think about it, I uploaded one video to YouTube. Guess what that was? Guess who helped me eat? Guess who helped me eat? Diddy and Krishan Rock helped me build this platform right here. Y'all go back and look at the content. These people is hated out here. Nobody is caring for these people. They hate no the people that help me eat, help me build my platform. They losing their reputation. They losing their reputation, not because of something they did is built like that. You only have 15 minutes of fame for a minute. It don't last for long. You hear me? That's what I was saying about Brian McKnight. His 15 minutes of fame was up in the early 2000s. When it came down to me, I ain't even made a TikTok off of Brian McKnight songs. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Like, matter of fact, I can't wait to go look. I'm gonna go look and see how his songs have they ever trended? Like, what's going on with him? You know, don't blame it on Tasha K or somebody else. Blame it on your wife and your son telling the truth. They truth allegedly about you. That's what I tell my significant other. You lazy. He say, well. But this is my truth. My truth is that you a lazy man. And your truth is something different. Y'all feel me? But see, I'm a woman that always took care of me and mine. So I don't care what no man come along with. Let me tell y'all that again. I'm a woman that always took care of me and mine. So I didn't give a what no man come along with. One thing my grandma taught me, and this is what I'm talking about, busting the people out your path. I did that to my grandma. I slapped her out my path. She tell me stuff I don't hear it. But then when she wasn't here, I heard her all the time. She told me, she said, baby, I got in Chrysler when I was 22 years old. She said, my boyfriend told me that I was going to get old and my titties going to sag. And it wasn't nobody going to be good no more. So you better get in line, baby, so you can take care of yourself in retirement. So I always knew that. Drinking ain't gonna go on forever. I could try, but it ain't. And it ain't gonna bring in that much money. You hear me? But I bet you I got another run in me if I had to. Thing I gotta do is go get some long wigs, some lashes, put some lipstick on, put some nails on, put on some shit, put on some of my tight outfits, let them see the little curves that I still, lacking and gadding, And then I just go in the club and just drop it down like it's high. They won't know how old I am because I won't be telling them. But if I tell them I'm almost 50, I might make more money than I did when I was 28. Y'all feel me? Yeah. I ain't got no curves. I don't. Dang. I ain't got none. Let's see. None. Like none. 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 I ain't got none. It's okay, baby. Out of 7 kids, I got something going on. You hear me? Huh? 7 kids. And if you was on here earlier, I done ran through over 5,000 niggas. You feel me? Huh? And I'm just saying that. I'm talking about it was a little Puerto Rican and Asian and light in there. You know what I'm saying? It was a little mix of females in there too. You know what I'm saying? Like, quit playing with me. What you gonna do if you know about me? How you gonna ruin me? How you gonna embarrass me? How you gonna talk about me? It's no way. Cause I don't give a fuck about what nobody say about me. And that's why my life is abundantly blessed and to the fifth power around here. Cause I do me. And I have did me for a long time. You hear me? Huh? And that's for sure. Let me cook. Yeah, I cook. I cook for real now, y'all. You feel me? Say right. Go look through that content. You feel me? Look through that content. But I don't, I don't look. If I wanted to bring the beast out, I'm talking about the straight, let's get it beast. Y'all would be like, damn, where she come from? Like, I didn't even know she was like that. Matter of fact, we're gonna go on a beast run. We're gonna go on a beast run. See, I ain't really been get dressed. I ain't got my hair cut. I ain't did nothing. You hear me? Matter of fact, I ain't even ever broke out with my jewelry on y'all. Y'all know what I'm saying? I haven't. You know what I'm saying? I haven't. I never wore my rings, nothing, none of that. None of that. I never, wore none of my stuff. You know what I'm saying? I don't do it. You know what I'm saying? But if I wear my stuff, y'all would think it's fake. You know what I'm saying? Like for real, you know. But no, I have worked hard for the things that I have. You know what I'm saying? I think these the only things y'all see. I don't never take these off. I don't never take them off. I sleep in them and everything. My son bought me these 4 or 5 years ago for Mother's Day. I don't take them off. You know what I'm saying? I don't take them off. You know what I'm saying? But I do things on my platform to bring motivation to you, to your platforms, to your prosperity, to your peace. You hear me? I'm just letting you know if I can do all this, you can do it too. You hear me? I got monetized on YouTube last year. That was my first time YouTube ever asked me to be a creator. And I was really excited. I was telling everybody like I'm a creator, I'm a partner. And then I got it said this is how I go when you become a creator. When your station first become a creator, YouTube let you know you got 45 days before the analytics let you know if you're gonna be a permanent partner. So what they doing is going through your whole platform. Because at the time when I became a partner, I had like maybe 600 videos uploaded. So they gave their analytics. This is what I'm telling y'all. They gave their analytics 45 days to scan my platform and to let me know that I'm going to be a permanent YouTube partner. I was excited. But did it happen? No. They sent me an email and told me they had to disqualify me from the program because I had used other content creators' content. I didn't use original content. You hear me? And man, oh man, that discouraged me. I was really broken up about it. So I didn't know what to do because you don't have people in this world that give you motivation. You hear me? You don't have people in this world that give you um you don't have people in this world that will support you and actually help you get to win, right? So I decided to research it. You want some ravioli? Wait a minute, y'all. My kid's coming in. I'm gonna have to stop my laughing a minute too.
What's up, Mom?
Hey, y'all.
Hey, everybody.
This my babies, y'all. Where my other baby at? Y'all ain't supposed to leave her no way. Y'all see, I got him. Hey, hey, hey.
Hey, people.
Hey. Hey, y'all want to see? They go straight in the basement, y'all, and take their stuff off. Y'all see what they got to do? They got a lot of cleaning up to do down there.
Why you little homework? We did. Why going to school tomorrow? Because last week you said we was gonna go because of the field trip.
I don't know. I haven't decided yet.
Okay. Dylan, why you going homework?
Cause he had an accident in school. Y'all feel me? Y'all, wait a minute. Y'all, my little munchkins can run their asses in here. Y'all feel me? Well, let me tell you why I'm not rich. Bad habits, baby. Bad habits. You hear me? And bad habit that I had was I never was taught how to save. See, my grandmother told me this when I was 22. She said, I taught y'all everything, but I didn't teach y'all how to save. And she said that was her mistake. But I didn't know what she meant by that until I started being adventuring off on my own and realized that I wasn't a good financial planner. See, people, look, when I got hit by a car in 2012, I got a $70,000 check. You know what I did with that? You didn't know? Well, I'm telling you, that's what I did with it. Because it was my money. You know, if I wish I could go back to that time, yeah. But what happened was I found out throughout life why it was taken away from me like that. It's because I didn't appreciate the blessing. I didn't know what to do with it. I got the blessing at the wrong time in my life. Well, I didn't got many blessings, but that one was one of the biggest ones. You hear me? Even though I got hit by that car and I got messed up, I was alive behind the car. I got paid behind it, but I didn't know how to handle the blessing. You hear me? So he took that away from me. You hear what I'm saying? So now I'm rebuilding off them thoughts. I'm rebuilding off of my misfortunes. You hear what I'm saying? Huh? I'm rich, but not rich enough. I don't need nothing. I don't want nothing. My stuff not in limbo. I'm not about to get evicted. My kids don't need nothing. They eat, they healthy. Like, I'm rich. Like, I don't have to have it financially green back. You hear me? Would you stop drinking his stuff? Would you? You ain't got to give her no more. You feel me? But let me tell you something. I hope I can find it. Let me see, can I find it? Watch out. Let me see, can I find it, y'all? Let me show y'all. YouTube and this ain't all that. Y'all feel me? Let me show y'all. Show y'all something. Let me look it up. I'm glad you brought that up. Let me show you how hard it is to get to where you need to go on these platforms. Okay, look, wait a minute, y'all. Be quiet 1 minute, please. Let me bring this up for y'all. So this right here is how your studio gonna look. This is how your studio will look on your YouTube. So if you don't got this on your phone, you ain't doing it right. You need to download the YouTube Studio so it could connect with your app. Okay? So this is, be quiet, y'all. 1 minute. I'll be off in a minute. So these is my views in 1 month. This is how many, this is my watch hours. Them is my subscribers. That is how much I'm making, y'all. $75, y'all. You got to put in a lot of work on these platforms to get money. To make $5,000 a month on YouTube, you have to get 30 million watch hours. 30 million. I only got 2,000 watch hours in a month. How can I do that? That's what I've been trying to figure out. But is it people doing it? Yeah. It's YouTubers that's actually making that 30 million mark every month. 30 million watch hours. You hear me? So I got to live stream more. You hear me? I got to live stream more. Live streaming and having it monetized will get me to them watch hours faster than me just uploading for you guys. You hear me? See, other YouTubers brand products. They put products, they brand products, so they are able to get maybe $1.50 off of a $20 um lunchbox. It depends on whatever you sell it. You feel what I'm saying, huh? But you only make 10% to 5% commission off these products. You hear me? I haven't got into that part yet because I already own businesses like that. I already do self health and wellness. I already get percentages off of products that I sell. You hear me? So that part of the YouTube program I haven't took advantage of because I just don't feel like learning nobody else's products. You know. But you have to be able to stay rich with your ability to be able to say I can do this. You understand what I'm saying? You know, like for instance, I'm doing different things this morning. I just so happened to talking to my stings, and this is why I got this green screen right here. Now, if I take my stuff out, you won't be able to see it, but it's okay. You know what I'm saying? But I decided to go a little bit more dig, a little bit more of my roots with my content. That's why you see they inquired because I was going to put in the Inquirer, but I would have been using that name from that actual newspaper, and I probably could get sued. You hear me? So I decided that this will be a good background for me to use when I'm talking, and the nosy people that keep talking about my kitchens and shit like that, they won't get a chance to see that, and I can stop that part of the harassment when it come down to my social media platform. You hear me? Huh? Because people trying to look in your kitchen, people trying to look in your toilet, people trying to be in your dishes while you talking to them about something serious. See, I just made a video. Y'all go back and look. I had put a filter on, old lady filter, and I made the video, and I had seen somebody else do it, and it did what it did. The other person video I seen do it, it went viral, so I did it too, and it went viral. You hear what I'm saying? So you can't just be inside the box. You got to get out the box. It's a Pandora box out here, and it's waiting for you to open it so you can start putting your stuff in domino effects. You feel me? Huh? So that's what I do. So my tip was this week is to start incorporating my children. Not my children. They ain't say my children. Guess what he said? He said start incorporating your son because the people like your son. So they ain't say all my kids. They just say that one little boy. You know what I'm saying? Just that one little boy. You know what I'm saying? So I probably going to do that. You know what I'm saying? And then my other kids gonna feel a certain type of way because they want to know why do I keep recording him? Because he's more photogenic. He more camera. He more what the people looking for. Y'all feel me? He know how to carry the camera. You hear what I'm saying? Like my daughter. My daughter, she know how to carry the camera. You hear what I'm saying? But my other two kids, the other ones you just see, they don't want to be on no camera. You hear me? But they will be every now and then. You know what I'm saying? So you got to make fun, have fun. You know, building your platform and know that you're doing this for a reason. See, I'm doing this for a reason. I'm older mother. All my kids is younger. I might not see a lot of my grandkids. You hear me? Huh? But they gonna be able to Google Granny. You can Google me. They gonna be able to Google Granny. I just made a video. Matter of fact, let's watch it. Yeah, feel me? Let's watch it, y'all. Let's watch it. See, can I bring it up? Let's watch it. Now I just made this video and I don't put everything on YouTube. Now, some things you got to know where to put it. So y'all might see nothing. Y'all might not see this video on YouTube that I'm about to show y'all. Hopefully they let me play it on YouTube because it looked like what's going on with you?
They say hi.
No, they say hi. Say good morning. That's King.
Just get yourself out of here.
Or
You
what?
can still walk.
Yeah, wait a minute.
If I don't get out, what's gonna happen?
Let's go to the profile. Why you turn it off? Y'all keep Put my light back on. Yeah, this is what I get. This is exactly what I get. Like, what that's that, Daniel? What? Oh, I see it. Or what? I have my glasses. I see it. The margin. Oh. Okay, y'all. This gonna be it. This to motivate you. This is to motivate you. Let me turn around. This is to motivate y'all to get into a new position in your life. This is to motivate you. Hold on, here it go right here. Here we go. I couldn't find it. Y'all see my boy got hit by that car? He think he gonna finish. I want him to stop. Let me stop that. I don't know if that's copyright music or not, y'all. But I don't want him to finish the race, y'all. I want him to actually go ahead and get some rest because I got hit by a car before. And no matter how much he want to finish that race, that lady hit him hard. She hit him really hard. And it looked like she slowed up and hit him. I don't care what nobody say. I was watching it. I've been following him since he left Philadelphia. Okay, y'all, wait a minute. So first off, y'all, this is gonna be the last start little conversation. My kids is messing with stuff. Y'all see Danny came in, then they started turning off my light. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like for real. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna be a whole straight up mama on here, and I'm not gonna go off on them and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna get them together. But this is a video that I made, and a lot of you probably not gonna understand the video. But I was really excited about this video, and I made this video, and I had it took it off, so it ain't got no kind of views or nothing. Because at first I felt like I don't want to share this, and so I got like 2 or 3 likes, and I took it off. I put it on only me. Then I took it on back off, and then I took it off. So I just took it back off. Forget it. You feel me? Because I'm proud of me. Y'all be quiet. Hey, Desmond. Did you just not hear Mama talking here? Okay, y'all. So let's get back to it. So we're gonna watch this one little video because I really want y'all to see this. I'm proud of myself. And I want y'all to feel this one day. And I want y'all to get into what y'all need to get into. If y'all need to learn how to write a book, my email is in my community page. You have to tell me that you are one of my YouTube subscribers and you need my help in a certain type of way. Because remember, I get emails all day long that don't belong to my liking, okay? So you have to let me know who you are. But my email is in my community tab. You can send me videos that you want me to talk about on my social media platform and all that kind of things. You feel me? So let's bring this video up. What happened to him? Oh, he had to do something that Daisy, then he stepped on it. But don't y'all see me laugh though? See, all y'all being rude and you being rude, Daniel, because you on my computer. Yeah. Y'all, my kids think I don't know them. You being really rude because you just want my computer. Mama, no, I'm not. Yes, you are, Daniel. So stop playing. Now, y'all let me finish this last little bit of my laugh, okay? Now, y'all be proud of where y'all come from. I'm proud of where I'm come from. That's why I'm sharing this, because I was really excited. Let's go back. Let's go back and start it over. Look, be grateful for whatever the Lord put in your lap. You hear me? At first, when I heard that on social media, I thought it was supposed to be about likes and shares and stuff. But then I found out especially when it comes down to the family and the friends. Now, people that actually support your content. You hear me? So I realized that people that you don't know is your avatar. People that need to hear a message is your avatar. You don't have a certain avatar. You have followers. You hear me? And you got to be grateful for your followers. You got to be ready to handle then on YouTube, I got at least 17,000 subscribers. You hear me? And then on my news break, I got like almost 1,000 followers on news break. You hear me? And then I'm gonna move to Twitch, and then I'm gonna get on Key. You feel me? I ain't been on Lemonade for months. But I ain't really been, in and out of that. You feel me? But the bottom line is that you can Google your girl. This the part, y'all. I was so excited. I was so excited.
Based on the cover, the woman is Monica You Feel Me Johnson, an author and entrepreneur. The book, What If? A Journey of Transformation, appears to be an inspirational or autobiographical work about personal growth and making life changes. As shown in your screenshot, it was published around June 2022. She's also known for her presence in the digital media space, particularly as the voice behind Social Media Buzz, where she covers trending news and celebrity commentary. In addition to her writing, she is quite active in the digital media and community space. Here is a bit more about her. Digital brand. She is the creator behind Social Media Buzz, a platform where she hosts live streams and provides commentary on trending celebrity news, high-profile court cases, and true crime stories. Family and community. She often identifies as a mom of 7 and incorporates her family life and experiences as a parent into her content. She is known for her late-night chats, where she discusses both news and personal motivation. Interests beyond digital news. She has shown a strong interest in natural wellness, often sharing information about herbal remedies like soursop and red clover tea. Background. She is based in the Detroit/Dearborn area and frequently covers local news stories that impact the Michigan community. Her book, What If? A Journey of Transformation, really ties into her overall message of using one's voice and personal experiences to inspire others.
How do you find her social medias? Y'all can Google me. Oh, I'm so excited.
The best way to find her accounts is by searching for her brand name, Social Media Buzz, across major platforms. Since she is an active content creator, you can usually find her by looking for these specific handles. Where to search? Facebook, search for Social Media Buzz or Monica Lasher Johnson. This is one of her primary platforms where she hosts live late-night chats and shares news updates.
Y'all feel me?
Look for Social Media Buzz or Monica You Feel Me Johnson. She uses this platform for longer-form commentary on celebrity news and true crime. TikTok. You can often find her under @Social Media Buzz or variations of her name. Instagram. Search for Monica Lasher Johnson or her brand name to find her profile and daily updates. Pro tips for finding the right page. The bee emoji. Look for the honeybee in the profile name, as it's a signature part of her brand. Location. Since she is based in Detroit, the content will often mention Michigan-specific news or landmarks. Profile picture. Look for the photo from the book cover you shared. She often uses professional shots for her social media avatars. If you are on Facebook or YouTube, typing Social Media Buzz Monica Johnson into the search bar should bring up her official pages at the top of the results.
Y'all feel me? Y'all feel me? Let me turn this around. Y'all see my dad. So y'all feel me? So look, regardless of what's going on in your life, you hear me? It's always something out here that's gonna make you proud of your journey. You hear me? I'm proud of my journey. So I've been from a to a. You hear me? To now I'm an influencer. I'm an author of my own book. You hear what I'm saying? I'm doing my own thing. You feel what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I think I look good like this. Let's see. See, and y'all will see this video later on, right? So I screenshot this part, right? And I throw some type of motivation on top of it. And I might be talking, you know what I'm saying? I keep talking like this, you know what I'm saying? Just giving y'all some ideas, you know. The parts in your videos that give you that glow. You know what I'm saying? Look like I'm in the sun, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So I just, talk a little bit, move my hands a little bit, and then I screen record this one later on, right? and then I'll put some music over it, or I'll put some motivation over it. I don't know what I might do. You hear me? And I'm gonna make it into something. You know what I'm saying? Because I like what I look. You know what I'm saying? Peace. You know what I'm saying? So that's how you do it. You know what I'm saying? You have to create content as you creating content. You hear what I'm saying? You hear me? Y'all see I do it all the time. You know what I'm saying? So with that said and done, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and end social media buzz because my kids need some attendance out of me. They got really quiet. So that means they all on the devices. Okay. My 5-year-old, what you want? Some ravioli. You feel me? So I'm gonna go ahead and get that done, right? Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna get on up off of here. I'm gonna be a mom for a minute. I might pop back on tonight, y'all, because I am trying to hit that mark before 12 o'clock. Y'all feel me? So this evening, if I go live, right, it'll be around the time when I'm putting the kids in the bed, so it'll be a little noisy, but not that noisy. And then we'll talk about some more of these stories that came up because let me go back to this. I don't know if we're gonna be able to see this from right here because it's a very important story. They be coming up in my head, and my kids they got quiet, so they got me thinking. Um, let's see. Okay. No, that's not what I want to go on. Okay, let's see. All right. Okay, so the YNW Nelly trial is still going on. That trial right there is so sickening. And for him to still be fighting for freedom like he is. I don't know, y'all. You know, he might actually beat that case. He might actually be another young thug. You know what I'm saying? He might be, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, you know what I'm saying? But let's look at this history. I had this story, and I'm hoping that we don't get cut or the guidelines and policies. This is not my content. I am reusing this content. I will pause the content because I don't want to be straight using nobody content. But I had something on my watch list earlier. Let me look on my playlist, and we're gonna watch it because it was like 2 minutes. But this is a story that I want to get into, y'all, because I be shocked when I see stuff like this. So let's turn it around so y'all can see what I'm seeing. Okay, so right here, this one's one I'm gonna see on my watch list, y'all. My watch list have everything on here, even my playlist. My playlist is public, y'all. Get at it because it's dope. So this one right here, I'm gonna watch this because this is a sad story. Y'all give me a minute. I'm gonna let you get on my computer. I'm gonna let y'all do what y'all do in 1 minute. You gonna have to wait a minute. We begin tonight with the story you'll only see here on 12 News. New details tonight about the brutal murder of Layla Brown Bradley. Her youngest son accused of killing her. But it's what investigators found after searching for the retired educator that is so shocking. Let's make this bigger. Down with me one-on-one. We must warn you that some of the details from the crime are graphic. Okay. Out as a welfare check on Melanie Road in Natchez on April 4th has shaken this historic city on the river. That night, I felt like change. Every last one of us. Long time a respected member of the Adams County. Oh, she was pretty too. Lena Brown Bradley was dead. But that's not all. It's the way she died. This is one of those cases that you will never get in your life. This is the type of case that follows you home. Pause the noise. Pause the noise. One son couldn't reach his mother the previous day. Two of her other sons lived in the house with him. What, Henry?
Isaiah could come over this weekend.
I'll think about it, Henry.
Her middle sons had been working. As soon as they walked in the house, they could just see where somebody had been cleaning up and they could smell chemicals all throughout the house. The floor was extremely slick.
Hey, y'all, whenever your own child can decide that it's your end, this is a very demonic thing. Be quiet, y'all. I'm listening to something.
his son to be cleaning up the house like that. The youngest son, Zachary Jackson Jr., was found locked in a downstairs bathroom where deputies could hear water splashing. And the fact that when he opened the bathroom, deputies could see a black substance in the toilet that wasn't described as anything that would come, from your body that way. They were disturbed at what they were seeing. So the sheriff ordered a full search of the area. The property sat on about 2 acres of land. It was surrounded by heavily wooded areas with a bayou and creeks. So they called for help from the Mississippi Bureau of Investigation. Time was up on their side. As storms were coming, and evidence could be lost. Family members went to the left. My nephews went right. Next thing you know is both my deputies and the family were trekking through this wooded area. The deputies heard screaming. They heard someone yelling. It's a head.
Oh my God.
It's a head. And of course, everything changed at that point. It was like they were frozen in time because nobody could believe what they were hearing. They also found a suitcase, but the biggest find would be inside the house. After the sheriff called in a plumber to remove the toilet.
Oh my God. Wait a minute. Y'all. Wait a minute, y'all. These type of stories take me out, y'all. Man, oh man, this is too much. Lord Jesus Christ, this is a very graphic video.
I can't say what was in the toilet, and it was her flesh. He chopped her up in pieces. He dismembered her in a way where he knew that whoever came looking for her, we're gonna have to do their due diligence, and they were gonna have to go above and beyond to find her, and that's what we did. We found her. We found where he started to dispose of her, and we had to get excavators out to get the rest of her.
Oh my God.
So he took her body parts over the property. No, he had body parts in the suitcase, and then he flushed the rest down the toilet. He took his time, and he dismembered her in a way where he can discard the pieces down the toilet. There were small pieces. There were a lot. And I'm not trying to sensationalize what he did, but that's just what he did.
Lord Jesus Christ.
Many in this community wondering what went so wrong. He had pregnant the day before because he was looking to have her evicted from the home. So she was in the process of going and had just went to the court the day before he had him removed from the home. 29-year-old.
Look at this.
Jackson Jr. is charged with first.
Wait a minute. He don't even look 29. He looked like something wrong with him. And she was, oh, Lord Jesus Christ. Lord, don't let me have no child like that in my house.
Mayhem and tampering with physical evidence. He remains in jail without bond.
Okay.
His next court date is tomorrow. The sheriff Patton wanted to emphasize to us that despite the family for many years questioning the son's mental health, a family and friends can only do so much if a grown adult does not want to.
Man, y'all, look how pretty she was. Y'all, look how pretty she was. Like, man, how can you even want to hurt something that gave you birth? Why? How could you want to even want to do somebody like that? Like, for real, like, man, like, and he did it like in little pieces. Like, he must have did a finger, did that. Like, he had all that time, and he didn't have no remorse. Y'all, this is some, y'all. Whoa, Lord Jesus Christ, y'all. Feel me, huh? And I wasn't even planning on watching that with y'all right now. But I'm going to leave y'all right there, y'all. Social media buzz.